Hold it, Carpenter, hold it.
Oh, but sir, when Commander McHale comes along, he'll go the wrong way, and that's exactly what you have in mind, isn't it, sir?
You're beginning to come alive, Elroy. When the grateful peasants of Voltafiore present me, their conquering hero, with the key to the city, McHale won't be there to pick my pocket.
Oh, sir, you're so clever. Oh, you are clever.
Yes, all right, boy. Avanti, avanti. Kill me, get me out of here.
Siamo qui, Voltafiore.
Hey, Voltafiore, siamo qui. Here we go.
Voltafiore, siamo qui.
Vieni qui! Benvenuto.
Hiya, Ben. I'm Charles Parker.
Benvenuto.
I told you, Charles Parker.
No, Chuck. Here, benvenuto means welcome. Buongiorno, signori.
Ah, sei un paesano.
Well, mezza, half and half. You see, my name is McHale, but my mother was a Boselli, venuto di Carpi, mother.
Carissimo! Benvenuto, signore! I am the mayor, Mario Lugato.
Oh, molto piacere.
Scusa. The loyal citizens of Voltafiore, they welcome, with the tears of joy in their eyes, the brave American liberators who liberate us from the German oppressors. Now, raus mit der Heil, Dunkel! Scusa, signore, ma the Germans are just to leave a little while ago. Sono americani, imbecilli. Viva gli americani! That's a night. Rachele, dammi i fiori. Madame, dammi i fiori, Rachele. Beh, that's a few.
Now look, Your Honor, I think you better belay the celebration till Captain Binghamton gets here. You see, he's the commanding officer.
I am comandante.
Captain, what's the matter? What happened? What's the matter?
Benvenuto, Capitano. The loyal citizens of...
Shut up! Well, you changed those road signs and you had me ambushed by the Germans. I'm going to hang you right here in the public square.
Wait a minute, Captain. Just because you got lost, you can't blame us.
You fake! These flowers belong to the brave commandante here. That's yours.
Here, you better let me have these, sir, until you get cleaned up. I mean, after all, boy, you're a mess.
You did that on purpose. Well, the war's changed, but the enemy's still the same, isn't it? I'm gonna kill him. No, wait a minute now.
The mayor, the reception.
Benvenuto, Capitano.
That means welcome. They did that.
Now, let's get on with the proclamation.
Yes, sir.
To the citizens of Voltafiore, greetings. I come to you not only as a liberator, but I come as a counselor and a friend. Oh. Come in.
Scusa, comandante, ma Here's your uniform, just like new, all patch up, even the bullet holes in the back side. Hey, poop, poop. You lucky man.
Oh, I know. It should all happen when I've been over the time. Well, never mind about it. Give me, what are you looking at? People. Thank you, Your Honor, for going to all the trouble.
Oh, it's no trouble. It's such a great pleasure to be aided to the great and noble liberator, the hero of Voltafiore, the bravest of the brave, Il Tigre, Capitano Binghamton. Here's the bill.
The bill?
Speciale Liberation Price, 300 lira, marked down from 450.
300 lira?
Ma che cosa vuoi?
Io ho fatto questo lavoro.
Ma non si può fare. Allora, I'm sorry, but he's so greedy. He wanted me to charge you extra for the sales tax.
I'm glad I didn't have mine done, sir.
Pay them before the bill goes up and get McHale up
I'm
here.
sorry. I'm sorry, ma I lose the argument. There's going to be 50 lira extra for the sales tax.
50 extra.
What? And now, perhaps a chocolate bar?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't have any right now, but maybe later.
No, I do. Yeah, a special price for serviceman, 50 lira. With the nuts, 100. That's enough. Well, we must go, Comandante.
Yeah.
Arrivederci.
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 Yeah.
And if you like anything, just to
I'm
whistle.
sure you got a special price for a whistle.
Your sense of humor is just the price.
I'm glad something is.
You know, you and me are going to get along. You're just a fun. You're a funny man. That's it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mayor. I'm sorry we didn't see you.
Scusa, Asa.
Get away from him, you menace, you. You all right, Your Honor?
As all right as a man can be with a severe case of whiplash.
Whiplash? But what the door hardly touched.
Whiplash! Are you going to hear from my dottore?
Captain!
Yes, sir. Tutti gli americani sono ladri. Ladri!
What do you mean, Robertson?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Captain, you can't...
Well, you eight balls, you did it again, didn't you? We're just barely in this country, and already you've caused more mayhem than a drunken kamikaze.
Oh, beg your pardon, sir, but you're forgetting we're in Europe now. You gotta make that drunken Messerschmitt.
Shut up. S-H-U-T-U-P, shut up.
Hey, that's pretty good. Could you try Messerschmitt? I can never remember. It's 2 S's and 2 T's.
All right, Captain, we're sorry for what happened out in the piazza. We'll try to make amends, sir. Sir, I wonder if you'd assign us our quarters. I'd like to get my men settled.
You would, huh?
Yes, sir.
McHale, this war is going to be different. From now on, I am going to lead the life of Riley, and you and your gang are going to rough it. Have McHale and his men pick up their tents and report to the bivouac area.
Yes, sir.
Tents? Bivouac area, but the captain...
That's right. You and your gang of high livers have had it. The 73 boat has come in by transport. Have Nutsy here go over and pick it up, would you? Dismissed.
But, Captain, please...
Elroy, what is the word they say here?
Vino. Wait, Vino. Are we ready for the American PT boat?
Ready. The signal, she's the same we used like last month for the German E-boat?
This time, we'll make a more spectacular. Ehi, va, subito. Here they come. Andate via. Andate via. Signore, this way. Avanti.
Hiya, Mayor. Nice you to go through all this trouble.
That's nice.
You're doing a beautiful job.
Attenti, basta! No, basta! Enough, please, no more! Wait, Assassini! Mascalzoni! You have destroyed the beautiful municipal pier of Voltafiore! Another war atrocity! Polizia! Carabinieri! Aiuto! Soccorso!
Look, I didn't even touch you, Doc. No touchy.
Stupido Americano!
Hey.
You have ruined my veggies, the pomodori, the cavoli, the zucchini.
No, look. Your salad's all right.
You have ruined my veggies.
No
My
wedding.
pomodori.
No wedding.
Take it easy, amigo. Don't worry. Justice will be done. The United States government is going to pay in full to the last cogitil. That's right.
500,000 lira.
Exactly my estimate. All right, and now we go to see Capitano Binghamton.
No, hold it. Oh, you can't see the captain. He's already mad at me. Look, don't go. We can work this out.
And now you make fun of the way we talk. All right. All right. Come on. Come on.
Ah, buongiorno, signori.
Assassino. I see you.
Oh, no! Oh, no. Look at vegetable salad all over the boat. What is it? No. Tell me. What happened to... No. Tell me you didn't.
Hi, Skip. What's new?
Oh, what's new? You in a minute?
Now, take it easy, Skip. It wasn't Mr. Parker's fault. The lousy dock collapsed before we even touched it.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, he's right. And besides, we aren't going to have to pay a cent. The mayor's going to sue Captain Binghamton.
Of course he is. And Lowell Leadbottom's going to take every penny out of our hide. God darn it.
Hey, somebody's down there.
Hey, maybe it's a stowaway.
All right, come up out of there. No funny business. Vieni fuori di lì.
Oh, buongiorno, paisa!
Hey, what in the blazes are you doing here? You're supposed to be 9,000 miles away.
We left you stashed in a native village in Taratupa.
Hey, you can't show up in Europe. You're in the wrong war.
I'm sorry, Skipper-san, but I miss my old buddies.
Well, all this can get us all into a lot of trouble.
Guess I just being foolish. Okay, you better turn me in.
Oh, we can't do that, Skip.
Of course not. Not our old samurai.
Oh, I agree. Not our old samurai. After all, what's just a little Japanese PW with the United States Navy fighting the Germans in Italy yet? A little more trouble won't hurt. Come on, let's get out of here and fast. Come on. All right, come on, boys. Let's go.
Hi, Skip. You're next. Best shine in town.
Oh, come on. Have you guys flipped your lids? Come on, get the kid out of here. We got to talk in private.
No sweat, Skip. Everything's under control.
Hey, Joe, you want a nicer shine?
No, I don't need a shine. Fuji.
Yeah, and how about that disguise? Gruber made a switch with a shoe shine boy downtown.
Come on, are you eight balls still playing games? Binghamton will see right through that doggone disguise. Now, come on, we got to find a place to stash Fuji, and quick.
This red is lead bottom.
Oh, no.
Mamma mia!
Who's in here? Wait.
Hurry up, he's right on us. Come here. Get down, make like a sea bag. Hurry up. All right, sit down, boys. Sit down. Tag hut. Hi, Captain.
There you are. All right, McHale, you're up to your bloodshot eyeballs in trouble.
In trouble.
Mayor Legato told me what happened to his dock.
His dock, yes. Oh, the dock. Yes, sir, the dock. Well, sir, if you'd come over to my personal quarters, sir, I'll tell you exactly how it happened.
I know how it happened, and if you and your pirates don't come up with 500,000 lira and fast heads, you're gonna roll.
Yeah.
Take your grubby hands off of me.
Oh, now, Captain, you gotta listen to me,
I
sir.
don't want to listen. What the devil is this?
Calisthenics, sir. Calisthenics. They're getting in shape for the Italian campaign. Yes, sir.
Oh, sure love those deep knee bends.
Yes. This is yoga. This is stork position. I'm working on the happy goose. That's with both feet off the ground.
Happy goose. Dumb dodo's more like it.
Now, if you just listen, sir, you see, the way we figured it out is that...
I don't want any more of this nonsense. McHale, you and your clowns come up with 500,000 lira. Within 24 hours, you're going to work it off in prison. And you're going to work it off at the rate of 1 lira a day.
Lira a day. Yes, sir.
Happy goose.
Mamma mia! How are we gonna come up with that kind of dough?
Hey, but what about Fuji?
Welcome to sunny Italy. First day here, and we've been hit with everything but the kitchen sink.
Don't look now, but here comes the kitchen sink.
You ain't open your big mouth. Come on, that German's coming in fast, boys. Let's go.
I just want to see if they're as blonde as they say they are.
Come on. That's what I call a narrow squeak.
Close.
It's a good thing we stumbled onto this. Hey, what do you know?
Gentlemen, mark this moment well. We've just discovered the tomb of the little old winemaker.
But this also solves problem number one. This is the place we stash Fuji.
Yeah, and it's got all the modern conveniences. Hot and cold running vino.
What are we waiting for?
Wait a minute, booby trap! Doggone it, watch it next time, will you?
Holy Toledo, this must be where the Nazis hid their loot. Look, it's the original Mona Lisa.
What original? Here's a half a dozen more.
Hey, looks like somebody's running a phony art racket, boys.
Ah, so that's what she's smiling at.
Man, what an operator. I'd take my hat off to him if I knew who he was.
Hey, Skip, take a look at this.
Hey, boys. Looks like we found his books.
Hey, that's all in Italian, Skip. What's it say?
Well, no, wait a minute. Let's see. That's his monthly take.
Jumping torpedoes. This guy's really got every angle going.
Oh, but listen to this. Listen. Collected from Reich Colonel von Struder. Do it to me. 200,000 lira for damage to the municipal docks.
Hey, that's the same dock I was supposed to have hit.
It must have been rigged.
How about those creeps? They collect from the Germans and now they want to collect from us.
Shh. Somebody's coming. Fuji, hide on it. In the
Martino, you sure about the information?
Si, Padron. A unit of the American 442nd is to pass by here within the hour. The word is to come from our man in San Lucio.
Ah, si, Pietro, good man. Last week, he sold 3 Mona Lisas.
Buongiorno, signore.
McHale, what are you doing here?
Well, I'd say I was getting my boys off the hook for 500,000 lira.
Look, Padron, they find the cheated. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no? Well, let me make it easy for you, Your Honor. You see, if you don't stop that claim for 500,000 lira, I'm just going to have to show the captain all about your phony dock, among other things.
Yeah, fine thing. Blaming me for wetting your zucchini.
You can't prove nothing. My name is not in there.
Oh?
No. And I, Mario Lugato, will defy all you American bullies to take advantage of a poor, honest Italian citizen. You destroy their hope. You crush their spirit. You take their eyes and you make... Ow!
Mr. Mayor, now about this ledger here.
What's going on here?
They're just playing games. All right, get them out.
Fermo, bastamente, stop at the boat. Stop at the boat. Who's this man?
Just an ordinary Italian shoeshine boy.
That's all right.
That's all right. You think I'm a blind? These are Japanese.
I was the last
Bastinov. Captain of Binghamton are going to be very happy to find out that you hide a Japanese spy. We're going to get a big reward for this.
But, Padron, the merchandise for the 442nd...
Peanuts, we got a bigger business deal now. Come on, Tino. Come on. Arrivederci, McHale. Or maybe I should say, sayonara.
We can't let him go. Yeah, if he squeals about Fuji, we're sunk. Let's grab him.
No. What good would that do? Doggone it. Fellas, I think we had to come all the way to Italy to find the end of the line.
I'm sorry, fellas. This is all my fault.
I just had a hot flash. Didn't that Mayor stooge say that they were going to try to palm all this stuff off on the 442nd when they came through?
Yeah, that's what Dino said.
Aha. This is it, boy. Fuji, start taking off those clothes, boy. And this is what you're going to do. All right, soldier. Come on out.
Boy, Skip, I sure hope you know what you're doing.
He almost looks like a GI.
You gotta be kidding.
Here they are, sir. I put them all under arrest. Every one of them.
Ted Hut.
Oh, knock it off, McHale, you traitor. Going straight isn't going to save you now. Where's this notorious Japanese spy you're harboring? Where's he?
That's him. He changed your clothes, man. That's him.
Watch it, Your Honor. This man happens to be an American GI.
Ma che americano.
Yeah, he's as American as apple pie.
Sukiyaki pudding, you mean? I know a nip when I see one.
Me too. You can't fool me.
Talk, you bonsai devil.
But, Captain, you gotta believe me, sir. He's as American as you are. Isn't that right, Irving?
You said it, chum. Hooray for Brooklyn Dodgers!
Covered, all right. Keep him covered. Try to karate chop there.
I saw that.
You killer.
Crazy, Daddy-o.
Yeah, you tell him, Irving.
Maledetto, don't believe them, Capitano.
Get in the truck, McHale.
Oh, but, Captain, you gotta understand, sir. This man is an American.
In the truck.
Oh, where are they? They've gotta come.
In the truck, McHale. In the truck.
Please, sir. Oh, thank you. Captain, would you excuse me for just a moment, sir? Sergeant! Hey, soldier! Soldier, can you hold it just a second? Captain?
It's a nip guerrilla attack. They've come to save their spy. Shoot, man, shoot.
No, don't shoot. These guys are American GIs.
I know Japanese when I see them. Fire.
That's right, they are Japanese. Japanese Americans. These men are part of the famous 442nd Nisei combat team.
What can I do for you, sir?
Well, you see, one of your boys is in a bit of trouble because our captain doesn't believe that you guys are American GIs.
Ah, so. Captain, I was born in California, graduated from UCLA, class of 38. What college did you go to?
Well, I didn't go to college, but I graduated from high school. I was the head of my dancing class. And what's this got to do with anything?
You guys, how about that? Let's hear it for UCLA, the old alligator.
Yeah!
Alligator! Alligator! UCLA, we're true to you!
Put down! You mean you're really on our side?
You better believe it.
And if you don't believe it, you can check with General Mark Clark.
I'll get him on the phone.
I know, I believe.
I don't care if you believe or you don't believe. I want my reward.
You meddlesome busybody, you. How dare you level those dastardly charges against this fine, loyal American boy. Now, you get out of here. You get out of
Hey, Sarge, you got here just in the nick of time.
No sweat, sir. I'll see that boy gets to his outfit. Let's go, pal. By the way, what outfit are you with?
Well, you see,
It's all right, Sarge. We'll take care of everything here.
It's no bother. We take care of our own. We'll find his outfit.
How about that, Sarge? Wait.
How did we ever get in this mess?
There goes poor Fuji, the all-American GI. There he goes, up to the front to fight.
Oh, what a war. Un bel giorno c'è da finire questa guerra, porca la miseria. Andiamo. Oh, come on, let's go.
What all that mean?
What a spot to be in. Poor Fuji.
Yeah, you can say that again. Well, if he doesn't open up his mouth, he gets sent up to the front lines and gets shot at. And if he does, he still gets the same treatment in front of a firing squad.
What? At these gates, it's only Irving.
What's he do, go over the hill?
Oh, no. After we have nice talk, that sergeant let me go. His name is Kobayashi, George Kobayashi.
Well, what's that got to do with anything?
Kobayashi, my mother's name. It turned out we second cousins.
Morning, mateys.
Hey, now how about that? You don't hear Mr. Parker griping, do you? If it's good enough for him, it ought to be good enough for you guys.
Yeah, all right, Strippy.
Okay, Fuji, let's go. Gotta get scrubbed up for the war, you know. Fire when ready, Samurai. Hey, Fuji, no water.
Tank must be stopped up. Must have been made in Japan. まったく嫌になっちゃうな。でも
Why did you guys tell me I was standing in the wrong spot? Doesn't count.
But, General, Colonel Harrigan must have misrepresented my position to you, sir. I never complained about my quarters, General. I may have mentioned the plumbing a little bit, but I'm a rugged fighting man, and as such, I like to rough it, General. I mean, the rougher the better.
Sir, your bubble bath is ready.
Excuse me, General. My exec just rushed in with an urgent bulletin. Yes, I know Colonel Harrigan is in charge of military government here, General, and I'll cooperate with him in every way possible, General. All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, yes. Over and out. Bye, General. Oh, that rat Harrigan. Can you imagine him misrepresenting my position to that general? He's just trying to get me in trouble with the general, that's all. The man is anti-Navy, that's what he is.
Oh, sir, he's got you all unnerved. But a good soak in this tub will ease those tensions. I've got the water all nice and heated, and, sir, I even put in some bubble bath.
The nerve of those people. Expecting me to live in a drafty dump like this with a bombed-out bathroom. It's uncivilized.
Sir, I don't mean to rush you, but Colonel Harrigan could walk in here at any moment, and we wouldn't want him to find out that we have this tub because we never did report it.
Because we aren't going to use the tub. And why should I report it? All I did was liberate this tub so Harrigan couldn't get his clammy little hands on it, that's all. He is the most miserable, conniving, what are you gawking at?
Sir, do you always take a bath in your swim trunks?
Well, of course I don't, you ninny. But until they put some shutters on these windows, you don't think I'm going to prance around here like Lady Godiva, do you? Get out of the way. Ooh, where did you get this water?
Too hot, sir?
Never mind. Give me the soap.
Captain,
For the love, can a man have any privacy?
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but I'd never expect you to be taking a bath in your own office.
Hey, a skate top. Hey, boy, look at that. Hey, how fast will she go, sir?
Stop it! McHale, get that baboon out of here.
Oh, we just came over to get your permission, sir, to go up to Capovolata. You see, the quartermasters have rigged up a shower unit up there.
Negative, McHale. Negative. Will you get that peeping Tom away from me?
Sir, look, we don't have any running water. We're bivouacked, and we are entitled to decent showers, sir.
You're breaking my heart, McHale. This is not a luxury cruise, you know. This is a war. We've all got to make some sacrifices. You don't see me complaining, do you? Elroy, more bubble bath.
Oh, come on, Captain. Oh, look, we can take a fast run up there and be back in 2 shakes.
Yeah, boy, hey, I wish we could take some of this stuff. It really smells great.
Stop feeling my bubbles. You miserable little fiend, you. Get him out of here. Get back to your base. You're all restricted. No.
Come on, Chuck. I hope you enjoy your bath, sir.
Not me. Hope all your bubbles bust. Oh, boy, the guys are sure going to be disappointed.
Oh, no, they're not.
You're getting my clean floor all right.
I'll clean floor you baboon, you.
Oh, sir. Oh, that's smart, sir. I can't see. Sir, a towel. Sir.
Well, you stop sniveling and shut the door. I'm in a draft here.
Sir, I can't see. Oh!
Help! I'm in a shot the tub.
Runaway bathtub!
Lean!
Tilt.
I got Colonel Harrigan.
Well, if it isn't Bubbles Binghamton. Having your regular Saturday night drag race?
Now, Colonel, I can explain all this. You see?
I tell you what I see. I see a naked captain. Now, get up out of there before I have it. Whoa, hold it. We almost lost the PTA.
Oh, you don't have to worry about anything, sir. He's got his bathing trunks on.
Well, I should have expected that. I mean, any sane person would have sense enough to put something on before he went for a ride in his bathtub.
Yeah, let me give you a hand there, Captain Bubbles, sir.
Get your hands off of me, McHale, and have your fingernails cut. What are you people standing around gawking at? Don't you have anything to do? Scat. Get out of here. Scat.
Hold it. Been doing a little moonlight shopping, I see.
Moonlight? Oh, you mean the tub?
I'm ashamed of you, Captain Binghamton. A man of your rank, stooping to common thievery.
Thievery? What thievery? I rescued this tub from the rubble. I gave it a good home.
For your info, Captain, all confiscated equipment automatically becomes the property of the U.S. Armed Forces. Sergeant, Empty this tub out. Put it in my car. I'm taking it in.
Wait, this is mine. It's my tub.
Look, get your pants on, Binghamton. You're due for a staff meeting at command headquarters in Marcina in half an hour. Hubba, hubba!
It's tough luck, Captain, but it's like you've always said. All of us have to make a few sacrifices.
Yeah, it's too bad you only have one bathtub to get to your country.
That does it, fat boy. This is mine.
Does this happen often, Commander?
Oh, no, sir. Just on bath nights.
Yippee! We're gonna get a real shower.
Hope I haven't forgotten how to take one.
I only get a chance to use the talcum powder that book he sent me.
Hope you don't get in trouble, Skip. Running out in Binghamton's orders like this.
Oh, I'm just not going to let old Binghamton give us the shiv while he soaks his flab in a bubble bath. All we got to worry about is getting back before he gets through with that staff meeting.
Hey, Skip, look! It's a Jerry. He's coming in.
Battle stations, boys, move! Move!
I got him in my sight, Skip.
Well, what are you waiting for? An invitation? Shoot!
Okay, you're asking for it, fella. Oh, you want to fight dirty, huh?
Skip, the fuel line got knocked out.
Oh, for crying out loud. Listen, make a smoke screen. We'll try to hide under it. Go on, quick.
I'll help you, Jake. Hey! The smoking lamp is out!
Talk about just making it.
We were sure lucky to shake that bandit. Yeah, but where the heck are we?
That Jerry chased us way off course. Hey, how are you guys, okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Take how about that fuel line? How's it coming?
It's shot up pretty bad, Skip. I need an 8-inch piece of pipe to patch it up.
Oh, isn't that just ducky? Boy, that'll look good in a log. Something funny happened on the way to the showers.
You mean radio the base, Skip?
Oh, sure, and let them know we're playing hooky? No, we gotta scrounge us some pipe. Tell you what, Chuck, Gruber, Tink, you guys come with me. The rest of you guys stay right here and keep your eyes open. I got a hunch we're pretty close to the front lines. Come on.
I'll stay by the radio. How do you like that for a snub, Carpenter? The general didn't pay any attention to me all during that staff conference. And then he invited everybody to stay for lunch except me. I tell you, it's un-American.
Sir, it could be your dandruff. I've been meaning to speak to you about it.
Yeah, Mary. Well, I've been meaning to... Harrigan's car with my bathtub in it.
It's your tub, all right, sir. That's your ring around it.
I knew he wasn't going to turn that tub in. He's going to keep it for himself, that tub napper.
Sir, what are you going to do? You're not going to steal it.
No, I'm just going to pick it up and hit a smart lieutenant with it, that's all. Quit babbling and help me with this thing.
But, sir,
You peasants there, don't stand around gawking. Come over here, give me a hand with this. Helpa. That's the nice.
But, sir, what about Colonel Harrigan?
Oh, that sneak. I'll show him Bubbles Binghamton strikes back. All right, heave the hoe. Heave the hoe. Heave the hoe. That's a good boy.
Over here, gentlemen, right in here.
Heave the hose. Good boys. Oh, pasta for everybody. Get
Thank you. That's fun.
All right, Miss. Lovely.
Looks peaceful enough, but keep your eyes open.
Hey, enemy attack! We're surrounded. Hit the deck.
Hold it, it's only a cow.
A cow? Are you sure? Where would an Italian cow learn how to speak American?
Maybe she went to night school.
Come on. C'è qualcuno qui?
Oh, it's a good thing that Skip's mother was Italian.
Hey, buddy. Let's take a look. nobody in there. Whoever it was sure took off in a hurry.
They must have left in the middle of lunch. Hey, get a whiff of that spaghetti.
Watch it, boys. This whole place could be booby-trapped.
Hey, Agnew, Skip's right. Nothing messier than booby-trapped spaghetti.
Boys, there's only one reason why these poor farmers would leave in such a hurry.
You mean Germans? You mean we're behind enemy lines?
I think that's exactly where we are.
All right, now, you guys, let's not panic. After all, we got to get oriented. Now, the first thing you do when you're in a combat area is get the lay of the land. Then you watch out for enemy troop movements. Well, see, just like I told you, there they are, the Germans. Now, once you spot the Germans...
Holy jumping hen, it is a Jimmy patrol. Come on, stand back from the window.
All right, you guys, now, cool keel. Don't fire to see the whites of the race.
Hold it. No. Those pea shooters are no good against them burp guns. Besides, they probably got a whole battalion following them.
What are we going to do, invite him in for pizza?
Okay, sailor, this is no time for jokes.
Hey, wait a minute, Tink. That's a great idea.
It is?
Yes. Wait a minute. Look, get in these clothes quick. It's our only chance.
If not a dress.
That's an order. Come on, move. Gonna get me here any second. Hurry up, you guys.
Here, Skip, I've seen Italian hairdos, but I'll never get away with this.
Öffnen Sie die Tür!
Un momento!
Schnell machen!
Un momento, per piacere! Oh, nice soldier boys! How is it?
Out of the way, stupid peasant!
Benvenuto! Come right in, come right in. Oh, it's a great honor for you nice soldier boy come visit Angelo's house.
Say it, Dummkopf!
No, you got all wrong. The name is Angelo, no Dummkopf.
Silence! Who else is it?
So it is. It's just us poor contadini, farmers, you know.
Hören Sie die Schweinhunde sofort!
You see, is it? Oh, it's a nice, beautiful family. It's my mama. And here's my bambina, the baby, Fiorello. And this pretty little goose, that's my beautiful daughter, Rosa. See?
Hello, Fräulein.
Well, I know you boys know how to catch American soldier, so we know hold you up, any itch in the creek.
Nein, my man.
Huh? Well, you come again at some time when you can stay longer, yes?
Nein. We eat here. Serve the food.
Oh, but this is no good. This is just a wartime spaghetti.
That's right. She tasted just like a shoelace.
No, shoelace and more like a shoes.
I said we eat here. Serve the food. Schnell.
Serve the food, schnell. Andiamo, servelo. Porca la miseria, porta un po'. Serve the food. What? Rosa. Come on.
Pass auf ein bisschen, wa?
Oh, so gut, ja.
Ah.
Wilhelm, that fat Fräulein looks good to you?
Ja, sehr gut.
You've been in the front lines too long.
No, das.
You like a sauce?
Oh, yeah, right.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, Rosa, watch the panka Hank now. More sauce. This can't be the way back to the base. We've been driving around in circles for an hour.
Well, I'm just following your direction, sir. You said you knew the way back.
Well, if you don't think this is the right way, why don't you speak up and just say so, you pea-brain, you're a pea-brain.
Well, I tried to, sir, 20 minutes ago. Don't you remember? You said...
Shut up.
Those were your exact words.
Stop that when you drive. Not an auto club in sight. No wonder they're losing the war.
Oh, sir, look, over there. It's a farmhouse. Oh, we're saved, sir.
Well, let's get over there. And watch the bumps. You damage my tub and I'll have your head.
Come on, Come, andiamo. Clear up to the table over here. And now you nice gentlemen have a nice meal. Angelo knows that you anxious to get it back into the war, right? So now you go and don't you worry about the dish.
Oh, please, I'm not that kind of Fräulein.
Come on! Hey, Rosa, what are you doing?
Schwein, how dare you assault a soldier of the Reich?
Rosa, behave yourself or Mama will spank.
Hey, per piacere, Sergeant. You gotta forgive Rosa. You see, she's a little punchy ever since the cow kick in the head. Now, so, arrivederci. Now, you come back at some other time, eh?
Nein, we don't leave yet. We've had more wine.
Wine. No, well, it's all gone. Kaput.
Was ist das?
Das is grapes. Help yourself.
Nein, wir want wine. You. Kommen Sie, Herr Frau. Jo, Fräulein, ja. Make it to feed.
You want me to make it with it?
Yeah, make it to feed.
But to make it with the feet, to make a wine, it's going to take a longer time.
Wie wait. Make it to feed. Schnell. Faster, Fräulein. Faster. And you others don't just stand there. Make me some more to eat. Bring us some pizza. Or get back. Amerikanische Offiziere.
Himmel, was ist los mit der Badewanne? Wilhelm, Hans, sei sie raus.
Scusa, Sergeant, but what's going on?
Don't move or...
Sir, aren't you glad I brought along my Italian-English dictionary? Now, how do you say we are lost?
Oh, shut up. I'll do the talking here. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I want a haircut. Moron wrote a book like this, for heaven's sake.
Well, sir, the first thing you say is buongiorno. That means good morning or good afternoon. Buongiorno.
I know what it means. I want a haircut. Buongiorno. Oh, blast this book. Why don't you people learn how to speak English like everybody else?
I think we better... No, we're
coming out.
We're going there. Can't remember my serial number. Begins with a 6, maybe a 5. Do you remember my number?
Shut up. I hope you fellas aren't going to do anything drastic. I mean, we wouldn't do anything to hurt Jews. As a matter of fact, I used to own a German Shepherd. Oh, he's a lovely animal. I think I have a picture.
Setzen Sie sich.
Huh?
Sit down, Schwein.
He doesn't like you.
Herr Hauptmann, wir haben 2 amerikanische Offiziere gefangen genommen.
You peasants just gonna stand there and let them abuse us like this? Do something. We're friends of Joe DiMaggio's.
Oh, sir, that peasant girl over there with the blue feet. Have we seen her before?
Oh, for him. Our lives are hanging by a thread, and you're ogling peasant girls with blue. Yeah, but I don't believe it.
Hey, watch it. Don't you put your hands on my daughter, you filthy Americano.
She's not your daughter, and you're...
Angelo Boselli, you pig!
I'm not talking to you, Yankee dog.
That little crackpot, you.
I don't have to take that, Papa.
Don't you take it? No, go, Rosa. Hey, you, Capitano, watch out.
You Italianers, get over there. Der Oberkommandant wants to see you and der Leutnant. Mach schnell.
Hey, Sergeant, you wait just a minute. We're going to make you a nice 4 pizzas to go. Hey, Mom, Rosa, Führer, andiamo, 4 pizza. Got to make a nice 4 pizza.
Nein, we cannot wait.
Oh, we almost got it ready. Yeah, look. Hey, bella, mo. Look at that, huh? Nice. All right, bambina. Here we go. Buona fortuna. All right, boys, up with them. Up. March now.
All right, you're the skipper. Let's go. Raus.
Ist nicht ein Fräulein. Ach du Liebe. Amerikaners don't fight fair.
Oh, that's too bad. All right, come on, Rouse. Out.
right, McHale, I'll take over now. They're my prisoners, and so are you.
We're your Oh, come on, Captain. Have you flipped?
I'll show you who's flipped when I file my charges with the commanding general. Going AWOL, taking a boat out against orders, being out of uniform. One court-martial I wouldn't like to miss.
Oh, but you're not going to miss it, Captain. You see, you'll be right there trying to explain why you were joyriding behind the enemy lines with a stolen bathtub in your Jeep.
Hey, Skip, look, this pipe is just what we need for that fuel line connection.
You're kidding.
Get your hands off of that pipe. You damage my tub and I'll have you shot.
Calm down, Captain. A 73 needs that pipe worse than you do. All right, you Krauts, let's grab hold of that bathtub and let's go back to the boat. Rouse! We'll see you back in the town, Capitan.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you McHale. Put that back. That tub belongs to me.
Don't feel too bad, Wally. You can put a star in your window. You got a bathtub in the service.
I'll put you in my window, you dodo.
Easy. Can't hit a senorina.
Oh, I'll hit you. Careful, boy. Be careful. Watch out. I don't get dirt on it. And I don't want to have it all scratched up. Just be careful.
Captain.
Shut up,
Captain.
I want to get this inside before that creep Harrigan keeps snooping around here. Would you get out of the...
Captain.
Oh, Colonel Harrigan.
You were saying, Binghamton?
Yeah, well, I was saying...
Well, the captain is much too modest to admit it, sir, but you see, he saw this Jerry patrol running off with the tub, and, well, under his brilliant leadership, we went out and tracked the enemy down and captured them, sir.
You captured an enemy patrol? Where? Where are they?
Yeah, good work, McHale, good work. We turned them over to G2. You know, it's all in a day's work.
G2's got them, eh? Well, I better get right over there. Now, you men load this tub in my car and handle it with care, because G2's probably going to want to check it for fingerprints.
Now, wait a minute. That tub is mine, and the victim belongs to spoil.
Now, let's not be corny, Binghamton.
I'm not being corny, and I'm not going to get back up.
Let's not corny.
Rights, unless you get them from me, and guess what? I've just taken them away.
Come on, gang. No fraternization between Italian civilians and U.S. naval personnel. Captain, you can't do this.
Oh, can't I? I can do anything I please.
Hey, what it means that it's a fraternization? Does it mean that my friends are not going to come here no more?
That's what it means. I'm cracking down.
If you ask me, you're cracking up.
You heard that. Arrest that man.
Yeah, wait.
Boys, it's a scramble. Hurry up.
All the bum deals.
No fraternization.
No girls.
Nothing to do.
Nowhere to go. No girls.
What, may I ask, is going on here? What's everybody just sitting around for?
What else is there to do?
No fraternization.
No girls.
Yeah, but nobody said nothing about no work. I thought I told Mr. Parker to have you 8 balls load up the ammo boxes on that 73.
Told us to stay here, Skip, while he went to pick up the hand grenades.
The hand? You let Mr. Parker go pick up the hand grenades by himself? You bird brains load those ammo boxes while I go find them. Or what's left of them.
All right, you Jerrys. You asked for it. Crew of the 73's here, and we're going to give it to you just like we did those sneaky nips. All I have to do is pull this pin and let...
Ensign Parker, it is me, Gina.
Oh, Gina. Well, am I glad it's you. I just pulled a pin in this grenade, and you know what that means.
Mr. Parker! Escondete hide. You're holding a grenade.
Yeah, I know. I just told her.
Not the pin, the grenade. Throw it! How many times have I told you we're not to play with grenades?
No, well, you see, she said psst, and I thought she was a German. I didn't know psst was Italian, too, see, so I'm terribly sorry that we... no fraternization.
Gina, what are you doing here anyway? You're not supposed to be here.
I'm desperate. I need your help. I tried to tell you this morning at the cafe.
Well, what is it you want? Well, what can we do?
My Victorio has come home, and we are so much in love we want to get married. But El Prate, the priest, is away. We want to get married today, right now.
Well, I'm sorry, Gina, but there's no way I can help you. Unfortunately, I'm not a chaplain.
Yeah, he's only a skipper of a PT boat. Hey, wait a minute. As captain of a naval vessel, you can marry her.
He could? Oh, this is wonderful. When you see my Victorio and how much in love we are, you will say, see. Yes. Victorio!
Gina, no, oh, thanks a lot.
Victorio! Vieni qui.
Hey, he's an Italian soldier.
Wait a minute, hold it. Not with the grenades.
Signors, this is Vittorio. He's giving himself up. But before he goes to the detention camp, we want to get married.
Per favore, please, Commander. It will give us something to live for.
Oh, look, son, I'd like to help you and Gina out, but this is way out of my line.
Gino,
Oh, no, we're being invaded.
Oh, boy, if Binghamton never sees us, we're fraternizing all over the place.
Gina, is it all arranged?
Dimmi.
As captain of the ship, Signor Michele can marry Victorio and me. Oh, Grease, and I love it.
Please. As the mayor, I hug first. Carissimo.
Hush, Permetti. Wait a minute. Look, I'm still in the Navy. There's still a war around, and I just couldn't do it.
McHale, where's your compassion? I'm not thinking for myself, for my fee, for making the arrangements for the contract of the marriage. 50 lire in advance, please. I'm thinking about these two desperate young lovers. Look at this unhappy young man's face. You ever see a face so miserable? Yes, look at his face. He risked his life to return to Gina to marry.
Signora Michele, has your heart turned to stone? I speak to you no longer as a friend, but as a mother.
Como una mamma.
I don't care what the consequences are. I'm going to marry him myself.
Hold it. All right, I should have my head examined. You win.
Oh, you're such an angel. If he was a little bit older, I would make this a double wedding.
All right, come on, let's get this marriage over with fast. Everybody down the boat.
The boat?
The only place a ship's captain can legally perform a wedding is on his own ship. So come on, everybody, hurry up.
What are you talking about, hurry up? A bride can't marry in a street to clothes. We go home and get a wedding gown.
See.
A wedding gown, but this thing is supposed to be secret.
And I got to put on my official suit with a new sash. In Voltafiore, we don't have a cacamegna weddings, ma che cosa? Rosa, vieni qui, ti voglio parlare. Vieni. All right. This wedding I arranged for you is going to cost you very cheap. I'm going to charge you just like a friend.
Do me a favor, Lugato. Charge me like an enemy.
See, now first, because Gina is marrying un soldato italiano, I'm going to give you the serviceman's rate.
Grazie.
Prego. Then I'm gonna give you the special deluxe menu, including vino a cappuccino and 5 lire piece for the immediate family.
The immediate family? But this wedding is supposed to be a secret.
Okay.
Oh, when Michele find out, he'll get very mad.
But what's a wedding without the immediate family? You know, can do.
Oh, that's right. You're right. But the whole village.
I already invited.
Buongiorno.
Na fraternization. Boom!
Silenzio. Now, hurry up. We're all going to meet at my cousin Luigi's farmhouse, which I have donated as a waiting room.
you see the looks on their faces, Carpenter? Why, they hate me. I tell you, those people, they hate me.
You, sir? How could anyone hate you? You're so kind, so generous, so lovable.
I know all that. Must be that no fraternization order. That's all I can think of. But I'm telling you, Carpenter, that order is going to be enforced. You understand that? Enforced.
Oh, goodness.
Even the buildings hate me.
I still like you, sir.
Oh, shut up. Answer that thing. I'm not in. I don't care who it is. I'm not in.
Yes, sir. Captain Binghamton's office. Who? It's the General, sir. I'm sorry, General. He's out.
Give me that. Hello, General. I just got back. I was out at the big reception, General. The people were giving a parade in my honor. And they were throwing things, like flowers. They were throwing flowers. And their beloved military governor. Yes. Lieutenant, would you shut the window? I can't hear the General with the people cheering.
Sir, there's nobody out there cheering.
Yes, General, you were saying? Oh, Undersecretary of State Gilbert is coming here today. He's coming. Oh, what a pleasant shock. I'm so surprised. Oh, yes, General. I'll arrange quite a nice reception for the Undersecretary. I'll see you then, General.
Sir, did you say Undersecretary of State?
He's touring all of the towns to check the attitude of the Italian civilians toward their military governors. The General is greatly pleased that I'm loved.
Sir, they hate you.
Don't remind me. I know what they... We have got just 2 hours to change hate into love. Now, I want a band. I want the town filled with flowers. And I want a reception of both the civilian and military personnel.
Oh, but, sir, that's fraternization. What about your order?
Take the orders down. I don't care about you. All the signs I gotta be loved. They have to love me.
But, sir, I'll tell them that.
Don't tell them, Elroy. Beg them. Love. I've got to be loved. Loved.
Hello? Where'd everybody go? Sir.
Yeah, well, it's about time. Is my welcoming committee ready? Well.
I'm afraid it's not very well, sir. I don't understand. I checked all over. There's not a civilian in town. It's like a ghost town out there.
Are you trying to tell me that those were ghosts who were booing me out there today? Now, you get back out and you find me some happy, cheering Italians, or I'm telling you, it's the Russian front for you. You know how easily you catch cold.
Oh, yes, sir, I know my sinuses are a wreck. But please, sir, I tried, I ran, I was all over town.
No excuses. Now, for the naval part of this thing, I want all of the PT boats under my command.
Oh, yes.
Now, I will greet the VIPs from the bridge of the 111.
Oh, the 111 isn't in port, sir. It's out on a mission.
What is it doing out on a mission?
The war, sir.
Oh, that. Well, the 114.
That isn't in port either, sir. As a matter of fact, all of our boats are out except for one.
Don't tell me.
The 73.
I told you not to tell me. You're good.
I told you, I'm sorry.
Well, I'll call McHale. I'll tell him to disinfect that garbage scow of his, and in the meantime, you round me up a crowd of happy, cheering Italian civilians, because if anything goes wrong, I'll
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. It's just that the thought of that Russian front and my sinuses just explode.
Stop standing around my office spreading germs around here. Get out. Get out. Get me the happy, cheering Italians. Out!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, sir. Oh, but nobody will notice, sir. It's white on white.
If he wasn't the only man that spoke to me,
Well, what's taking him so long? What's keeping him? How long does it take to put on a wedding gown?
Skip, could I borrow a spare hanky? These things always crack me up.
Signore McHale, I want to thank you and all my new Americano friends for dressing so nice and white for this happy occasion.
It's okay, Vittorio.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Yeah, it'll be a pleasure, all right. If Captain Binghamton ever finds out about this happy occasion, we'll all be dressed in black. I'm giving them exactly 2 more minutes flat. Then I'm calling off the whole... The holy Toledo, will you look what's coming? Fermatevi!
dite fermatevi, sì. McHale, I have a return.
I don't believe it. All right, my fine feathered mayor. What is all this about? I thought this was supposed to be a secret wedding.
Michaela, you're such a good man to do this for my daughter. Look how beautiful my daughter is. Everybody, look.
Mama, look, this is more than I bargained for.
All right, the wedding is about to begin. Everybody on the boat. Wait, remember, the front seats are 10 lire, and the back seats are 5 lire. Wait, stop. They're sinking the boat. Wait,
Now, wait a minute, you guys. Everybody stop. That's an order. This is your ensign speaking.
Wait. Hey, ferment. Please, quiet. Wait a minute, drummer. Keep away from the torpedo scoop. Watch the gun. Wait a minute. But the same is your seat for free.
Oh, no. Now I know why they cry at weddings.
Torpedo! Hey, Skip!
Everybody over the port! Come on!
Oh, this can't be happening to me.
All right, everybody, settle down.
Silenzio! My dinner is getting ruined.
Your dinner, you shut it. All right. What's the use? Come on, let's get on with this wedding ceremony. Come on, Vittorio, Gino, join hands. Come on. Where's Vittorio?
Here, Capitano, I'm trying to get through.
Well, come over here. Come on. Hurry, let him
Subito!
Let's see. I have to ask, if there's anyone here who has a reason why this couple should not be joined in wedlock, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I have! Stop the wedding!
Who's the troublemaker?
Skip condition red. Jeep approaching with Captain Binghamton.
Oh, dad blasted.
Porca la miseria.
All right, everybody off the boat.
Hey, what about my Gina? What about my wedding?
What about my catered dinner? The pizza's getting cold and the antipastos are getting hot.
Jeep closing fast. Range 300 yards.
There's no time to get him off the boat.
Too late to get him off the boat.
Too late to get off of the boat.
Well, open the hatches.
Open the hatches.
Get him below.
Down below.
All right. Move on, listen. Be careful of the wedding gown. It's rented.
Come on, let's go.
Andiamo, subito.
Chuck! Where'd that guy go? Chuck.
Sorry, Skip, I got pulled in by the suction.
Chuck, come on, keep moving. Hurry up. Take her. How close?
100 yards.
100 yards. Now I leave you. No. Come on, you guys, stuff them in there.
Well, come on, Mama. Inhale.
I am. Don't forget the nobody grable.
All right, come on. Look alive. Come on. 10, Hood.
McHale, why don't you answer your telephone?
Oh, Captain, am I glad to see you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get your hands off me. You still didn't cut your nails. Why are you glad to see me?
Sir, you see, our Jeep broke down, and we were just coming over to your office, so now you can give us a lift.
Boy, you sure look great in your dress whites. Yes, sir. Boy, I always said white was your color. It goes in your complexion.
Oh, you boob, Beulah. And what are all these men doing in their dress whites? What is this? What?
What are we doing in our dress whites? Well, you see, sir, but the same reason you're dressed in your dress whites, sir.
You mean he was invited to the wedding, too?
Couldn't be for the same... You don't know the Undersecretary of State is coming. I tried to get you on the phone to tell you wouldn't answer the phone. Now, what are you up to? What?
Captain, we're not up to anything, honest, so we just get in the Jeep or we'll get...
We're not getting in the Jeep. We're getting in the boat, and we're going to the town dock.
In the boat to the town... in the 70... Well, you can't, sir. Not in the 73. The bilges. The bilges are leaking. Yes, sir.
Bilges?
Yeah, and besides, we got rats.
What rats?
Rats, you know, those things with the beady eyes. Gotta kill them with a stick.
Oh, I wish I had a stick right now. I've heard enough of this. Get out of here.
Now, Captain, attention! All right, man, on board, attention!
What is with this attenzione business? Now, I am forced to use your boat to welcome some VIPs. So nothing better go wrong, our heads will roll.
Yes, sir, you bet, sir. Well, now, Captain, I'd like to explain.
There'll be no explanations necessary. This is all the explaining I need. So that's why you and your goons are in your dress whites. You're expecting girls on board, right?
Now, Captain, whatever makes you think a thing like that?
Oh, don't you bat your baby blues at me, McHale. What do you think would make me think of that? I want to tell you, if I catch any Italian civilians on this boat, I'm gonna... What's that?
The bilge, sir, the bilge. I thought I told you guys to oil those valves.
All right, boys, let's oil the valves.
Something funny going on here. There's something very strange in the air. I can smell it. I really can smell it. This boat has a distinct odor of garlic.
Garlic, sir?
Well, it's no wonder, sir. After all, we've been fighting in Italian waters.
I've had enough of this nonsense. All engines start. Punch on.
And besides, Captain, we can't get the engine started because the starter button is jammed.
Oh, no, it isn't, Skid. That works all right. Watch. Oops.
Oops is right. Now, I've had enough of this. You steer a straight course for the town dock, or I'm going to have you up for insubordination. All ahead full. Bell!
The town dock, aye, sir.
Now, when is the wedding? The people down here are asking for a refund.
We'll give them the refund. You can always sell tickets to our court-martial.
That's a good.
Come on, Swabby, snap to. Come on, man, come on. All right, now, the one reason I want all you men to look alive is because I'm... Here comes my Italian welcoming committee. I knew Carpenter wouldn't let me down. That is a mob of wildly cheering Italians. That dumble-brain, he did it to me again.
VIP launch approaching.
Oh, right there, sir. Glasses, squirrely glasses. Oh, no, it's the undersecretary and the general. And they've got photographers with them. I would give anything for a mob of wildly cheering Italians. Carpenter, will you quit that with the book?
You would, sir?
Anything, anything.
Well, sir, would you forgive my crew for any breach of regulations that unfortunately may have occurred in the last 24 hours?
Yes.
How?
Make them cross as hard and hope to die.
Cross your heart? No. Oh, no. Come on, boys. Open up the hatches. Come on, let them out. Hurry up, boys. On the double.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, madam. I'm just so upset today. I don't know what McHale, who is this lady? Well, what's going on here?
You promised you'd give anything just to hear some happy, cheering Italians, so hip, hip!
Well, that's very nice, but who are these people? I mean, what is that girl doing in the wedding dress?
McHale is going to marry her to Vittorio, and I'm going to cater the dinner.
Congratulations. Who is Vittorio?
Oh, he's an Italian soldier, but an awfully nice boy.
An Italian soldier is getting married on an American PT boat?
Now, Captain, you said you'd forgive us anything, remember?
Oh, now, forget it. You've just gone too far this time. An unauthorized wedding on a PT boat and harboring an enemy soldier.
VIP launch approaching fast.
Listen, Capitano, if you don't keep your promise, we're going to boo.
They can really boo, too.
Oh, I know.
Allora, uno, due.
No. You win. She can get married.
No punishment?
No punishment. All right, everybody, laugh, cheer. How do you say laugh in Italian?
Ridete.
Hi, Mr. Secretary.
And it ends with peaches. Dante cried. Peaches? My Uncle Harold, Dante exclaimed. He started with a little weed in college, and 3 years later, everyone called him Peaches, because he lived under a bridge and smelled like fermented fruit. I will not have a son named Peaches. They cornered Leo in the living room. Leo Sterling, Dante said, his voice trembling with dramatic flair. We found the Mary Jane. We found the devil's lettuce. Explain yourself before I enroll you in a military academy in the Arctic Circle. Leo looked at the joint, then at his parents. Don't lie to us, Sienna screamed. Lying is a gateway to harder crimes. Next thing you know, you'll be robbing banks and wearing mismatched socks. I'm telling you, it's not mine. Leo insisted. Go ask Nana Flo. Nana Flo? Dante laughed nervously. At that moment, Nana Flo shuffled into the room, wearing a floral bathrobe and holding a plate of cookies. What's all the shouting about? I'm trying to watch my stories. Nana, Sienna said gently. We found some. Nana Flo squinted at the joint in Dante's hand. Oh, that's mine. Give it here. My glaucoma is acting up, and the chemotherapy for my little spot makes me nauseous. Doctor, Feelgood prescribed it. Dante and Sienna froze. Chemotherapy? Sienna whispered, her anger instantly evaporating into a cloud of heartbreak. Nana, why didn't you tell us you were sick? Because I didn't want you two acting like you're acting now. Nana Flo snapped, snatching the joint from Dante. All this crying and carrying on. I'm not dead yet. I'm just a little high and very hungry. Now, are we going to eat dinner? Or am I going to have to smoke another one just to deal with your faces? The narcotics crisis ended with a quiet family dinner where Dante and Sienna realized that while they were busy fighting over imaginary babies and thin walls, the people they loved were fighting real battles. Chapter 5. The Man Law and the Moon Phase. As the weeks passed, the tension in Oak Haven shifted from the Sterlings to Julian and his complicated love life. Julian had finally decided to propose to Serafina, a sensible realtor who had been his rock for years. However, Julian was a man who suffered from severe indecision. He spent the morning at the gym with Dante, seeking advice. I have the ring, Julian said, showing Dante a diamond the size of a grape. But every time I go to ask her, I feel like I'm jumping off a cliff without a parachute. Marriage is a parachute, Julian, Dante said, sounding like a Hallmark card. Sometimes it opens, and sometimes you just hit the ground really fast. Either way, it's a rush. But Tiffany keeps hanging around the office, Julian complained. She's decorating the drapes. She's ordering red swatches. She acts like we're already married. You need to set boundaries, Dante advised. And whatever you do, follow man law number 1. What's that? Never, under any circumstances, mention a woman's time of the month. Even if she's literally howling at the moon and carving your name into the toaster, you just smile and ask if she wants chocolate. Julian took this advice to heart. But as with all things in Oak Haven, he managed to mess it up. That night, at a high-end restaurant, Julian took Serafina's hand. He felt the weight of the ring in his pocket. He looked at her, and instead of saying, "Will you marry me?" he said, "Are you feeling okay, Serafina? You seem a little sensitive tonight." Serafina's fork clattered against her plate. "The alert on my calendar? You know," Julian said, trying to use Dante's man law logic. "The time when you get a little spicy. I'm just saying, I'm here for you. I've got chocolate in the car." Serafina stood up, her face a mask of cold fury. "Julian, I was sitting here thinking about how much I loved you. I was thinking about how I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. And you just reduced my entire personality to a biological cycle." "No, I was being supportive," Julian cried. "You were being an idiot," Serafina said, picking up her purse. "Don't call me until you realize that man law is just a fancy way of saying I have no clue how to talk to women. And keep the chocolate. You're going to need it when you're sleeping on your own couch tonight." Epilogue de Régie Noire Finale. Back at the Sterling Manor, things had finally settled into a rhythm of functional dysfunction. Malik had finished the salon expansion without any more mentions of the Chevy. Nana Flo's little spot was in remission, and Bia had finally dumped the deadbeat, only to start dating a guy who claimed he could talk to cats. Dante and Sienna sat on their balcony, looking out over the lights of Oakhaven. You know, Dante said, pulling Sienna close. Despite the SUV fire, the Clarissa letter, the spoon collector, and the narcotics scandal, we're still here. We are... Sienna smiled. But Dante? Yeah? If I ever hear Reggie Noir coming from the guest room because you're trying to hide something again, I won't burn your car. No. I'll give your number to Tiffany and tell her you're looking for a new decorator. Dante shuddered. That's cold, Sienna. Even for you. I love you, baby, she whispered, mimicking the deep voice of the singer. I love you too, baby, Dante laughed. And for once, the walls were just thick enough to hold in the laughter. The end. The Velvet District Scandal. A novel of love, lies, and loud walls. Prologue. The base that shook the foundation. In the heart of the Velvet District, where the brownstones are worth more than some small nation's GDPs, and the gossip travels faster than a fiber optic connection, lived the Vance family. To the outside world, Dominic Vance was the quintessential man's man, a former professional linebacker turned star sports analyst, with a voice like velvet-wrapped gravel. His wife, Sienna Vance, was the undisputed queen of the district, owning the most prestigious salon and spa this side of the coast. But inside the Vance household, the walls were thin. Not just I can hear the TV thin, but I can hear your thoughts regarding the neighbors thin. And for their 13-year-old son, Dante, the walls were less like architectural boundaries and more like a live broadcast radio station. Chapter 1. The Solomon King Effect. Dante Vance sat at the breakfast table, poking at a stack of pancakes that looked far more appetizing than his current mood. He was a kid who possessed the ears of a bat and the observational skills of a seasoned private investigator. See, I didn't want to hear it, Dante muttered to his breakfast, but I kinda wanted to hear it. It's like a car crash with a soundtrack. His great-aunt, Auntie Vive, a woman whose sass was only outmatched by her collection of vintage wigs, leaned over with a glass of orange juice. You shouldn't have been listening, child. Eavesdropping is the devil's doorbell. I was trying not to, Auntie Vive, Dante protested, but when the bass starts thumping and the low notes hit, I know they're gonna come down here smiling and happy, singing Solomon King songs. Who is Solomon King? Auntie Vive asked, though she knew damn well. You know the old guy with the voice so deep it makes the furniture vibrate? I love you, baby. I need you, baby. Dante mimicked a rumbling baritone that would have made a professional singer jealous. That's the Solomon King effect. It means Mom and Dad are making up. But Dad ain't smiling today, which means the peace treaty was rejected by the High Court. Just then, Dominic Vance walked into the kitchen. He wasn't smiling. He looked like a man who had spent the night sleeping on a couch made of regrets and stiff upholstery. How was your night, Dad? Dante asked, his voice dripping with feigned innocence. Fine. Dominic grumbled. Ready for your big test? Sure. Where's Mom? She's coming down. Slept late, Dominic said, avoiding eye contact with the pancakes. Slept late? That's a good sign. Dante grinned. It means y'all were up late. At least y'all are in the same room. Did she forgive you for the thing? Dominic looked at his son, then at Auntie Vive. Son, look, that's a no. So, I was kinda hoping you did, Dante continued, his filter completely absent. But, I was hoping I didn't hear it, but I did want to hear it. But I didn't want to hear it, because if y'all are doing it, then I'ma hear it. Dominic stopped mid-sip of coffee. Do what? What are you talking about? I told you these walls were thin, Dad. When that Teddy Pender whoever starts playing, I know the vibes. And then you come down giggling, and Mama comes right behind you looking like she just won the lottery. But today, it's cold. Sub-zero. The school bus honked outside, saving Dominic from further interrogation. School. Now. Go. Chapter 2. The Sabrina Murphy. Conundrum. The thing that had turned the Vance household into a frozen tundra was a woman named Sabrina Murphy, or, as Sienna called her, that lion siren. Sabrina had surfaced weeks ago, claiming she had a child with Dominic and causing a scene that resulted in Sienna burning Dominic's favorite Italian suits and, in a fit of architectural vengeance, his vintage car. At Sienna's salon, Sienna's sanctuary, the air was thick with the smell of expensive hairspray and the electric hum of drama. Sienna sat in her office, staring at a photo of Sabrina Murphy like she was trying to set it on fire with her mind. Her best friend, Jada, a woman whose bluntness was legendary, walked in. "Sienna, you're doing the thing again. The I'm about to commit a felony face." "I told him I trust him, Jada," Sienna whispered. "I told him I believe he didn't sleep with her. I told him I'm letting it go. And are you?" "Trust, but verify," Sienna snapped, reaching for her purse. "I got her address. I'm going over there. I've been through too much with Dominic to just take his word for it when there's a possible mini Dominic running around with her." "I knew it," Jada laughed. "You haven't changed. It starts off as Martin Luther King, peace, love, and understanding. And by the afternoon, you're full. Malcolm X, by any means necessary. Are you coming or not?" "Hell yeah," Jada said, grabbing her coat. "I wouldn't miss a Velvet District showdown for anything." Chapter 3. The ghost of one night stands past. While Sienna was planning her tactical assault, the salon was undergoing an expansion. The man in charge was Julian Rossi, a contractor who looked more like a Mediterranean underwear model than someone who handled drywall. Julian had a secret. 14 years ago, in a haze of college rebellion and cheap tequila, he and Sienna had a one-night stand. A night he had never forgotten, but a night she seemingly couldn't even remember. "Look, Julian," said Paige, the real estate mogul who had recommended him. "She's a happily married woman. Keep it professional." "I'm trying," Julian hissed as he watched Sienna march out of the salon. "But look at her. She's the same firecracker she was in the dorms. How does she not remember me? I was the MVP of the fraternity circuit." "Maybe you weren't as MVP as you thought, honey," Jada shouted over her shoulder as she followed Sienna. The construction crew, a group of men who spent more time flexing their biceps than hammers, watched the drama unfold. The expansion wasn't just about adding floor space. It was about the collision of Sienna's past and her present. And in the Velvet District, when the past collides with the present, someone usually ends up in the hospital or at least in divorce court. Chapter 4. The confrontation. The drive to Sabrina Murphy's house was silent, save for the sound of Sienna's knuckles cracking. When they arrived at the modest suburban home, Sienna didn't knock. She performed a rhythmic, authoritative pounding that signaled the arrival of a reckoning. The door opened. Sabrina Murphy looked nothing like the siren Sienna had imagined. She looked tired. She looked guilty. "Sabrina," Sienna said, her voice a calm, terrifying silk. "We need to talk, and if you lie to me, I have a friend in the car who is currently looking for a reason to use her pepper spray." 10 minutes later, the truth spilled out like water from a broken dam. Sabrina had been hired. Someone, a friend she wouldn't name, had paid her to ruin Dominic's reputation. There was no baby. There was no affair. Sienna sat back, a mix of relief and simmering rage. She had burned his clothes. She had melted his jewelry into a medallion that said, "I can't stand you." She had been a hurricane of destruction based on a lie. "I'm in deep," Sienna whispered as they drove back. "I mean so deep, Jada." "You have to tell him," Jada said. "I know, but I told him I trusted him without checking. If I tell him I went there, he'll know I lied about trusting him." "Honey, you burned his car." "I think the lie about trust is the least of your problems." Chapter 5. The prank of the century. Back at the sports studio, Dominic was having a rough day. He had received a letter from Sabrina Murphy. She had felt guilty after Sienna's visit and confessed everything. Dominic now knew that Sienna had gone behind his back to verify. He sat with his business partners, Sebastian and Xavier. "She lied to my face," Dominic said, a mischievous glint entering his eyes. "I know the playbook." "What are you gonna do, Dom?" Sebastian asked. "I'm gonna give her exactly what she's afraid of." That evening, Devan's house was filled with the aroma of a forgiveness dinner. Sienna had cooked a rare event that usually signaled an impending apology. Dominic walked in. He looked somber, He looked like he had seen a ghost. "Honey," Sienna said, rushing to him. "I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. I'm sorry about the car, and the suits, and the medallion." "It's okay, baby," Dominic said, his voice trembling with fake emotion. "But I have to tell you something. I lied too." Sienna froze. "Lied about what?" "I did sleep with her. And that is my baby. The DNA test came back today. We need to figure out how to work this out. I already told Sabrina to lie to you if you ever came by, but I can't live with the guilt anymore." The silence in the kitchen was heavy enough to crush a diamond. Sienna's face went through 5 stages of grief in 3 seconds before landing on total nuclear meltdown. "Have you lost your damn mind?" she screamed, grabbing a spatula. "You think you're gonna come in here and tell me you have a baby? I don't care what I just said about being sorry. You are about to be extin, Dominic Vance." Dominic burst out laughing. He laughed so hard he nearly fell over the kitchen island. I got you so good. I have the letter, Sienna. I know you went to her house." Sienna stopped, spatula midair. The realization hit her. She had been played. You jerk. You terrifying, brilliant jerk." They collapsed into each other, laughing and fighting. A chaotic dance of a marriage that was as loud as it was loving. Chapter 6. Auntie Vive's secret stash. While the Vances were resolving their marital warfare, a different kind of drama was brewing in the guest wing. Dante, ever the detective, had found something in the hallway. A perfectly rolled joint. "I refused to have a crackhead as a child," Sienna screamed when she saw it later that day. "All that money we spent on his braces. He's gonna be on the street corner, with no teeth?" Scratching himself and calling people peaches, Dominic, surprisingly, was calm. "Sienna, Dante is an A student. This doesn't fit." They confronted the boy. Dante was indignant. "That ain't mine." "I'm bawling. Why would I smoke that when I'm already high on life?" The truth came out in the kitchen, and it wasn't what anyone expected. Auntie Vive walked in, looking sheepish. "It's mine," she said softly. The room went silent. "Auntie Vive?" "The church-going, hymn-singing pillar of the community?" "I've been taking chemotherapy," she confessed, her voice cracking. "I have a little cancer. The doctor prescribed it for the nausea. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want a fuss." The anger vanished instantly. Sienna and Dominic held her, the Velvet District drama fading away in the face of real life. "Auntie Vive," Sienna whispered. "Your family, we're in this with you. No more secrets." "Well," Auntie Vive said, regaining her sass, "since we're being honest, that joint was a bit small. My next one's gonna be bigger." Chapter 7. The dinner party from hell. A few weeks later, with Auntie Vive's health improving and the salon expansion nearly finished, Sienna decided to play matchmaker for Jada. Jada had been stuck in a cycle with her ex, a man who treated her like a second-tier option. "We're gonna fix her up," Sienna told Dominic. The dinner party was a masterpiece of social awkwardness. Dominic invited 2 of his gym buddies, Billy, a cop, and Scotty, a high school coach. Also present were Sebastian and his new fiancée, Tiffany, a woman who believed that a prenup was a personal insult and that her presence was a gift to humanity. Jada arrived, looking stunning in a dress that defied the laws of physics. But the successful friends turned out to be bitch-ass dudes, as Jada eloquently put it. "I hope you're not trying to hook me up with that sister," Scotty whispered to Billy in the hallway, unaware that Jada was standing right behind them. Jada didn't cry. She didn't scream. She walked into the room, grabbed a chicken wing, and looked them both in the eye. "Let me tell you fools something," Jada said, her voice vibrating with power. "You'd be lucky to have a woman like me. Because I hold my man down. I'm a queen, and you two are just jesters in tight gym shorts. Go to hell with your bitch asses. And Sienna? I better have her to go play tomorrow." She marched out, leaving the room in a stunned silence that was eventually broken by Auntie Vive. "Well, she's not wrong about the shorts," Chapter 8. The Gay Best Friend Ploy. The final act of the Velvet District season involved the arrival of Nico, an old college friend of Siena's. Nico was handsome, charming, and according to the story, Siena had told Dominic for 15 years, very rat gay. He's my gay husband. Siena laughed as she prepared to go out dancing with Nico. Every girl needs a Nico. Dominic, however, had learned a thing or two. He had spoken to Julian, the contractor, who confirmed that Nico was in fact the biggest player in their graduating class. So, Nico, Dominic said that night, sitting across from the gay best friend in the living room. I have a friend I want you to meet. His name is Frank. Big Frank. He's a security guard. He's 6'8". He's just out of prison for attempted murder of his last lover. And he loves to cuddle and spoon. Nico's face turned the color of a sheet. I'm not sure Frank is my type. Oh, come on. You're seeing someone, right? Someone named. I'm straight, Nico finally yelled. I'm straight. Angela, I can't do this. Tell him the truth. Siena rolled her eyes. Fine. He's straight. He's always been straight. But Dominic, you're so territorial. I just wanted to hang out with my friend without you acting like a silverback gorilla. I am a silverback, Dominic roared, though he was smiling. And for the record, I knew the whole time. Julian told me. I just wanted to see how far you'd go. Chapter 9. The cliffhanger at the altar. The season culminated in a surprise wedding. Sebastian and Tiffany had decided to elope at the judge's office. I want 5,000 doves and 22 Clydesdales, Tiffany screamed as they stood before the judge. Meanwhile, Paige and Xavier were having a much different conversation. Xavier had seen Sebastian's $60,000 ring and panicked, thinking Paige wanted the same. What we have works, Xavier argued as they watched the elopement. Why change it? Why get the ball and chain involved? Ball and chain? Paige's voice was dangerously low. You think being married to me is a prison sentence? No. I just mean, it's that time of the month. Isn't it? You're being sensitive. The entire room went silent. Even the judge stopped mid-sentence. Did you just? Siena whispered, horrified. Man law number 1, Dominic muttered to himself. Never, ever mention the time of the month. You just crashed the plane, Xavier. You're burning on the runway. As the Velvet District sun set over the brownstones, Paige walked out. Xavier trailed behind her in a desperate apology loop, and Siena and Dominic sat on their porch, listening to the thin walls of their neighbors' lives. You think they'll make it? Dominic asked, pulling Siena close. In this neighborhood? Siena laughed, leaning her head on his shoulder. As long as the walls stay thin and the Solomon King keeps playing, anything is possible. Epilogue. The cycle continues. The next morning, Dante sat at the breakfast table. He heard a familiar thumping from upstairs. A low, soulful baritone began to vibrate through the floorboards. Here we go again, Dante sighed, reaching for the syrup. Auntie Vive, pass the juice. The Solomon King is back in the building, and in the Velvet District. That was the only forecast that ever truly mattered. The end, the crown, the curl, and the chaos. Chapter 1. The Barry White Incident. The walls of the Montgomery household were not merely thin. They were practically theoretical. 14-year-old Leo sat at the breakfast table, poking at a soggy pile of oatmeal, while his father, Dante, a man whose voice was usually reserved for the baritone highlights of sports broadcasting, tried to maintain an air of dignified authority. I didn't want to hear it, Pop, Leo said, his voice dripping with a teenager's unique brand of judgment. But I kinda wanted to hear it. It's like a car crash. You want to look away, but you can't. Dante sighed, rubbing his temples. Discussing? Pop, when the Larry White songs start playing, that ain't a discussion. Dante paused, his spoon halfway to his mouth. Who on earth is Larry White? You know, Leo said, imitating a deep, gravelly bass. The big dude with the D voice. I love you, baby, baby, baby. That Larry White. It's Barry White, you uncultured cub, Dante corrected. And for the record, Your mother and I were merely reconciling our differences. Well, you must have reconciled 3 times then, Leo muttered. Because I heard the Larry White encore at 2 a.m. If you're gonna keep talking that low, you're gonna have to get another kid to replace me because I'm losing sleep. The tension in the room shifted as Serena, the matriarch of the house and owner of the most prestigious salon in Silverwood, the Crown and Curl, descended the stairs. She wasn't smiling. How was your night, Mum? Leo asked, testing the waters. It was fine, she said shortly. Where's your lunch? Get to the bus. I have a salon to run and a contractor to kill. As Leo scrambled out the door, Dante turned to his wife. So, we're good? The whole Bianca Thorne thing. You believe me? Serena looked at him, her eyes narrowing. Bianca Thorne was the woman claiming to have Dante's secret love child. It had led to Serena burning Dante's vintage leather jacket and throwing his golf clubs into the pool. I decided to trust you, Dante, Serena said, her voice softening just an inch. I believe you didn't sleep with that woman. I'm letting it go, Dante beamed. Thank God. If I didn't have a morning show to tape, I'd take you back upstairs right now and soundproof the room myself. Trust, but verify, Serena whispered to herself as he left. She didn't mention that she already had Bianca Thorne's address written on a napkin in her purse. Chapter 2. The Crown and Curl. The Crown and Curl was more than a salon. It was a theater of war. Between the scent of lavender oil and the hiss of flat irons, the city's deepest secrets were traded like currency. Roxy, Serena's head stylist, and a woman who viewed discretion as a personal insult, was already mid-rant when Serena arrived. I'm telling you, Tiana, Roxy said to the receptionist. Men are like bad Wi-Fi. They connect when they want to, and they're always dropping the signal when you need them most. Good morning, ladies, Serena announced, dropping her bag. Ooh, look at that face, Roxy shouted. You and Dante made up? Did the Larry White come out to play? Don't start, Serena warned. How's the expansion coming? Tiana, who was busy trying to organize a pile of chaotic appointments, pointed toward the back. The contractors are here. And Serena, Malakai is leading the crew. Serena froze. Malakai, a man from a past she had buried under layers of success and professional decorum. Malakai stepped out from behind a plastic sheet, looking exactly like a man who spent his days lifting heavy things and his nights being remembered. Morning, boss lady. The bid was high, but the work will be done right. Keep it professional, Malakai, Serena said, her heart doing a nervous little tap dance. I always do, Malakai grinned. Even though you haven't talked to me in 14 years. You act like you don't even remember that one-night stand in college. Roxy's eyes nearly popped out of her head. A one-night stand? With this? Serena, honey, I'd remember what he had for breakfast 14 years ago if I were you. It was a mistake, Serena hissed. And I'm a happily married woman. Whatever you say, Malakai said, returning to his blueprints. But I'm here every day until this wall comes down. Later that afternoon, the tension broke when Roxy pulled Serena aside. Look, forget the contractor for a second. We've got a real problem. Bianca Thorne. Serena pulled the napkin from her pocket. I'm going to her house, Roxy. I have to know if Dante is lying. He says he doesn't know her, but she's been all over the blogs. I'm coming with you, Roxy said, grabbing her purse. I'll bring the Vaseline just in case things get physical. I'm peaceful, like Martin Luther King. Until someone messes with my girls, then I'm all Malcolm X, by any means necessary. Chapter 3. The Truth at the Door. The house was a small bungalow on the outskirts of town. Serena and Roxy sat in the car for 5 minutes, psyching themselves up. What if there's a baby that looks just like Dante? Serena whispered. Then we melt his jewelry down and make a medallion that says, Liar, Roxy replied. They marched to the door and knocked. A woman answered Bianca Thorne. She looked tired, not like a home wrecker, but like someone caught in a storm. Are you Serena? Bianca asked before Serena could speak. I was going to write a letter. A letter? I want the truth, Serena demanded. The truth is, Bianca sighed, I don't know your husband. I've never met Dante Montgomery. I don't even have a kid. Serena blinked. What? I was paid, Bianca admitted, by a friend of yours who wanted to see your marriage fail. Someone who's jealous of the salon, of your life. I'm sorry. I already sent a confession to Dante's studio. Serena felt a wave of relief so massive it nearly made her dizzy. But beneath the relief was a simmering rage. Someone had tried to destroy her family. Chapter 4. The Silverback Alert. At Peak Performance Media, Dante was celebrating. He had just received Bianca's letter and was feeling invincible. His business partner, Sterling, was less jubilant. Sterling was currently dating Kiki, Dante's ex-fiancée. It was a messy arrangement that Dante tolerated only because Sterling was a genius with numbers. She's here again, isn't she? Dante asked, gesturing to the studio floor where Kiki was currently rearranging the furniture. She's just adding some female energy. Man, Sterling said defensively. She's a Secret Service agent, Dante muttered. She follows you to the bathroom. It's weird. Hey, guys, Kiki chirped, waving a swatch of red fabric. I think we should paint the studio Scarlet Passion. It matches my new shoes. This is a sports network, Kiki, not a boudoir. Dante snapped. Don't be a hater, Dante. Kiki pouted. Sterling winced at the nickname but nodded. Later, Dante's celebratory mood soured when he realized Serena had gone to Bianca's house. He decided to play a little game. If she didn't trust him, he'd give her something real to worry about. When Serena returned home that evening, she found Dante sitting in the dark, clutching a glass of scotch. I'm so sorry, Dante, she began, rushing to him. Dante looked up, his eyes cold. It's too late for apologies, Serena. Because I have a confession of my own. Serena froze. What? I lied, Dante said, his voice a low growl. I did sleep with her, and that is my baby. The DNA test came back today. We have to figure out how to work this out. Serena's face transformed. The guilt vanished, replaced by a volcanic fury. You did what? Have you lost your damn mind? She lunged for a heavy vase, but Dante caught her wrists. Laughing, Gotcha, he shouted. I got the letter from Bianca 2 hours ago, Serena. You said you trusted me, but you went to her house anyway. How does it feel to be lied to? Serena stopped struggling. She realized she'd been played. You jerk! You scared me to death! Now we're even, Dante said, pulling her into a hug. Chapter 5. The Medical Mystery. The following week, the household was hit with a new crisis. Mrs. Gable, the longtime housekeeper, who was more like an aunt to Leo, was acting strange. She's sitting in the laundry room giggling, Leo reported to his parents. And the house smells like a reggae concert. Serena found a hand-rolled cigarette in the hallway. Her heart sank. Is our son doing drugs? She whispered to Dante. Leo? He's too scared of you to do drugs, Dante said. But that's definitely a joint. Leo, naslas, wantafu. They staged an intervention. They sat Leo down and showed him an old 1980s VHS tape called Drugs Are for Jive Turkeys. Son, Dante said solemnly. Is there crack in our family foundation? Are there weeds in your garden? Pop, what are you talking about? Leo asked, bewildered. I got an A on my history test today. I'm flying high because of my grades, not because of that. Then why did we find this? Serena slammed the joint onto the table. Leo looked at it, then at the kitchen door, where Mrs. Gable was trying to sneak away. Ask the warden, Leo said, pointing. Mrs. Gable sighed and walked back in. It's mine, she said bluntly. Mrs. Gable, Serena gasped. You're a church-going woman. I'm also a woman going through chemotherapy, Mrs. Gable snapped. I have a little cancer, and the marijuana helps with the nausea. The doctor prescribed it. Now, can I get back to my laundry, or do I have to listen to more of this jive turkey talk? The room fell silent. Serena hugged the older woman, tears in her eyes. Why didn't you tell us? Because I didn't want a fuss, Mrs. Gable said. Chapter 6. The Ghost of College Past. Back at the salon, the expansion was nearing completion. But Serena had a new problem. She had noticed something disturbing. Malachi, the contractor, looked remarkably like Leo. They had the same ears. The same way of tilting their heads. The same poor circulation in their left legs. Roxy, Serena whispered in the break room. I think Leo might be Malachi's son. What? You told Dante he was the father. I thought he was. I was wild in college. Roxy. There was 1 week where I broke up with Dante, saw Malachi, and then got back with Dante. The math is fuzzy. Roxy grabbed a DNA swab kit from her purse. I keep these for child support emergencies, she explained. We gotta get Malachi's spit. Through a series of ridiculous maneuvers involving a free DNA health check promotion at the salon, Roxy managed to swab Malachi's mouth while he was installing a crown molding. Got it, Roxy hissed, handing the swab to Serena. But as Malachi was leaving, he turned to Serena. Hey, I saw what your friend did. If you're worried about me being the father of your kid, don't be. Serena's heart stopped. Why? Because of an unfortunate incident in preschool involving a pencil and a very fast game of tag. Malachi said solemnly. I can't have kids. Never could. That's why I was so bummed when we broke up 14 years ago. Serena nearly fainted with relief. Leo was Dante's. The universe was kind, even if her college years were messy. Chapter 7. The Engagement Disaster. The climax of the season came during a dinner party at the Montgomery house. Sterling had announced he was going to propose to Kiki, and he wanted Dante and Serena there for support. Support? I want to see the train wreck, Roxy whispered as she arrived with Tiana. The dinner was tense. Kiki was wearing a dress that cost more than a mid-sized sedan, and Sterling was sweating through his suit. I have a surprise, Sterling announced, dropping to one knee. Kiki, will you make me the happiest man in Silverwood? He opened a box to reveal a diamond the size of a grape. Kiki screamed. Yes, but only if there's no prenup. A prenup is a setup for failure. Sterling hesitated. Dante coughed loudly into his napkin. Actually, Kiki continued, I want to get married right now. Tonight. At a judge's office. Tonight? Sterling asked. What about the 5,000 doves and the Clydesdale horses you wanted? I can wait for the doves, Kiki said, eyeing the ring. I want the legal papers signed before you change your mind. As they rushed out the door to find a night court judge, the rest of the group sat in stunned silence. Well, Roxy said, reaching for the wine, that's one way to ruin a good steak dinner. Dante looked at Serena. You know, after all the drama, the fake babies, the medical weed, and the contractors, we're actually pretty normal, aren't we? Serena laughed, leaning her head on his shoulder. Normal? Dante, we're the Larry White of Silverwood. We're loud, we're messy, and we've got a lot of bass. Barry White, Dante corrected automatically. Whatever, Serena smiled. Just make sure the walls are thicker in the new salon wing. The Velvet Crown of Chaos. A novel of love, lies, and very thin walls. Chapter 1. The Gary Velvet Protocol. The walls of the Sterling household in the heart of metropolitan Atlanta were not so much barriers as they were suggestions. Built during a housing boom that prioritized aesthetic crown molding over acoustic integrity, they served as a communal loudspeaker for every intimate disagreement, every late-night snack raid, and most unfortunately for young Leo Sterling, the sounds of reconciliation. Leo sat at the kitchen island, poking at a stack of lukewarm pancakes. His father, Malik Sterling, a man whose charisma was usually dialed up to 11 for his sports talk show, looked like a deflated balloon. His eyes were bloodshot, and he was nursing a mug of coffee as if it contained the secret to world peace. You shouldn't have been listening, Leo, Malik muttered, not looking up. I wasn't trying to listen, Dad, Leo replied, his voice dripping with the weary wisdom of a 13-year-old who had seen too much. But when you start playing that Gary Velvet music, the whole house starts vibrating. I knew what was coming. I was braced for the I love you, baby baritone. I was waiting for you two to come down here, singing love's theme and smiling like you just won the lottery. Malik winced. Gary Velvet, the fictionalized king of deep-voiced soul, was his go-to for atmospheric damage control. Gary Velvet is a legend, son. And your mother was, well, she was upset. Was? Leo raised an eyebrow. She's still upstairs. Usually, if the Gary Velvet protocol works, she's down here making bacon and humming. Today, it's quiet. Quiet is bad, Dad. Quiet means she's reloading. Malik sighed, the sound echoing in the cavernous, modern kitchen. She's sleeping in. That's a good sign, right? It means we're at least in the same zip code of emotional stability. Did she make up with you last night? Leo pressed. Malik looked at his son, then at the pancakes. That would be a firm no, Leo. Now finish your breakfast before your mother comes down and realizes you're interrogating me. I've got enough problems with the IRS and the sports network. I don't need a teenage Grand Inquisitor. Leo shrugged. I just want to know if I need to move into the basement. These walls, Dad, they're thinner than your excuses. If you and Mom are talking, I hear it. If you're Freddy Fendergrassing, I hear it. And then you come down giggling like a schoolgirl while Mom follows behind you looking like she's about to give a press conference. It's a lot for a kid. The bus honked outside. Leo grabbed his bag, tossed a good luck, soldier look at his father, and vanished. Seconds later, the sound of heels clicking on hardwood announced the arrival of the hurricane. Amara Sterling, the owner of the Velvet Crown Salon and the reigning queen of the Sterling household, entered the room. She looked impeccable, not a hair out of place, her silk robe cinched tight like armor. "Morning, babe," Malik said, his voice reaching for a joviality he didn't feel. Amara didn't answer immediately. She poured herself a glass of orange juice with the precision of a chemist. "I've been thinking all night, Malik. That explains the smoke I smelled coming from your ears," he joked. "It was a mistake," Amara turned, her eyes flashing. "I've decided to trust you. I've decided to believe that you did not sleep with this Samantha Thorne woman, despite the letters, the rumors, and the fact that she knows the exact location of the birthmark on your left hip." Malik stood up, hands raised in a gesture of innocence. "Amara, thank you. You have no idea how long I've been waiting to hear that." "I swear to you." "I said I've decided to trust you," she interrupted, pointing a manicured finger at his chest. "But trust, as my mother used to say, is like a fine china plate. You can glue it back together. But I'm still going to see the cracks every time I look at it. Trust, but verify. That's the motto." "Verify how?" Amara smiled, a slow, dangerous expression that usually meant someone was about to get audited. "I'm going to find Samantha Thorne. And if she's lying, I'll buy her a drink. If she's telling the truth, well, I hope you like the taste of Gary Velvet records, because you'll be eating them for dinner." Chapter 2. The Velvet Crown Expansion. The Velvet Crown was more than a hair salon. It was a sanctuary, a courtroom, and a gossip distribution center. Located in a high-end district where the rent was as high as the hair, it was Amara's pride and joy. Today, however, it was a construction zone. Amara's best friends and business partners, Elena and Sasha, were already there, dodging plastic sheets and shouting over the sound of drills. "Amara!" "The bid came in," Elena shouted, waving a clipboard. "It's high. Like, we might need to sell a kidney high." "I don't care," Amara snapped, stepping over a pile of drywall. "We need this expansion. If the Velvet Crown isn't the biggest salon in the tri-state area, by next month, I've failed my ancestors." A man in a tool belt emerged from behind a temporary wall. He was tall, ruggedly handsome, and possessed a smile that seemed to annoy Amara on a molecular level. This was Terence, the lead contractor. "Morning, boss lady," Terence said, wiping dust from his forehead. "The price is the price, because the work is the best. You want it done right, or you want the roof to collapse on your first client?" Amara crossed her arms. "I want it done right, Terence. but I also want you to stop looking at me like you're trying to remember my phone number from 4 years ago. The room went silent. Elena and Sasha shared a look. Sasha, never one for subtlety, leaned in. Wait, Amara? You know him? Like, know him? It was college, Amara said, her voice stiff. A one-night stand. A mistake, fueled by cheap tequila and a bad breakup. He probably doesn't even remember me. Terence chuckled, a deep sound that rumbled in his chest. I'd never forget you, Amara. You were the only girl in the dorms who could quote Sun Tzu while doing a keg stand. It's professional, Amara hissed. Keep it professional, Terence. I am a happily married woman. I can see that, Terence said, his gaze lingering just a second too long. I'll see you Monday. Try not to miss me too much. As he walked away, Elena grabbed Amara's arm. How did you not tell us? That man is a walking before and after photo for a fitness magazine. Because it doesn't matter, Amara cried. I have a husband who might have a secret child with a woman named Samantha Thorne. I have bigger fish to fry than a contractor with a nice jawline. Sasha smirked. Honey, that man isn't a fish. He's a whole aquarium. But you're right. Samantha Thorne, that's the priority. Did you get the address? Amara reached into her purse and pulled out a crumpled piece of paper. I got it. Her neighbor told me she gets in at noon. I'm going over there. I'm putting this to bed. Are you taking the Vaseline? Sasha asked, referring to the old school tradition of prepping for a fight. I'm trying to be a new woman, Sasha, Amara said, smoothing her skirt. This is a non-violent, diplomatic mission. I'm going to talk to her like a civilized adult. I'm with Sasha, Elena chimed in. I'll bring the Vaseline just in case. You start as Martin Luther King, but you always end up as Malcolm X by any means necessary. Chapter 3, The Studio and the Secret Letter. Meanwhile, at Global Post Media, Malik was trying to focus on his show, C Sports Now. His co-host, Sebastian, was currently debating the merits of a local basketball player's choice in footwear. He's the underdog, Malik. Everyone loves the underdog, Sebastian shouted into the microphone. He's walking a poodle. Sebastian, Malik countered, his mind miles away. A 6'4" point guard walking a toy poodle. It's not underdog energy, it's I give up energy. And we're clear, the producer shouted. Malik ripped off his headset. Sebastian looked at him. You're off today, man. What's going on? Is Amara still burning your clothes? She's trusting me, Malik said, making air quotes, which means I'm under 24-hour surveillance. And Sasha is at the studio again. He gestured toward the lounge, where Sasha, Sebastian's on-again, off-again girlfriend, and Amara's stylist, was currently rearranging the furniture. She's here a lot, man, Malik noted. Don't you think it's a bit much? She's your ex, then she's your girlfriend, now she's the unofficial interior designer of the studio. She's just helpful, Sebastian said, though he looked uneasy. Todd, the studio's overly eager intern and general nuisance, hurried over. Mr. Sterling, a letter just arrived for you, hand-delivered, from a... Samantha Thorne? The temperature in the room seemed to drop 10 degrees. Malik stared at the envelope as if it were a live grenade. Don't read it, Sebastian warned. It's a trap. I have to read it, Malik said. He tore it open. Dear Malik, the letter began. I am so sorry for the trouble I caused. Your wife came to see me this morning. I told her the truth. I told her we never met, that there is no child, and that I was put up to this by a friend I am no longer speaking to. I'm sorry for the drama. Malik let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. She confessed. It was a setup. I'm innocent. Wait, Sebastian said, frowning. A friend put her up to it? Who has that kind of grudge against you? Who doesn't? But, as the initial wave of relief faded, a new feeling took its place. Irritation. Wait a minute. She told me she trusted me. Then she went behind my back to interrogate this woman? That's not trust. Technically, she said trust but verify. Todd reminded him. Shut up, Todd, both men shouted in unison. Chapter 4. The Motherhood Mystery. Kye, back at the Velvet Crown. The celebration of Malik's innocence was short-lived. Amara was sitting in her office, staring at a photo of Leo. "He looks like me," she whispered. "Everyone says he looks like me." Elena walked in, looking concerned. "Amara, you've been staring at that photo for 20 minutes. Malik is innocent." The woman lied. "Why aren't you happy?" "Because Terence has the same nose," Amara said, her voice trembling. Elena froze. "The contractor?" "Amara, no, don't go there. I was drunk that night in college, Elena." "It was 14 years ago. Leo is 13. The math is dangerously close. Did you use protection?" "I don't remember. I remember tequila. I remember a song by Freddie Fendergrass. And then I remember waking up and realizing I'd made a massive mistake." "Okay, breathe," Elena said. "Malik raised that boy. Malik is his father, in every way that counts. But if Terence is the biological father, I've been living a lie for over a decade," Amara wailed. "And I just spent all morning accusing Malik of having a secret kid. The irony is going to kill me. I'm going to die of cosmic irony." Sasha burst in, holding a small plastic bag. "I got it." "Got what?" Amara asked. "A DNA swab," Sasha shouted. "I walked past Terence while he was drinking a soda. I accidentally knocked it over, and while he was cleaning it up, I swiped his discarded straw, and then I got a fresh swab from the back room." "Sasha, that is highly illegal and incredibly gross," Elena said. "It's efficient," Sasha countered. "Amara, you need to know. Do you want to spend the rest of your life wondering if your son is going to grow up and start bidding on construction contracts?" Amara looked at the swab. "I can't do it. I can't ask Malik for his DNA. He'll know something is up." "Then do it while he's sleeping," Sasha suggested. "He's a heavy sleeper, especially after a bottle of wine. Just swipe the inside of his cheek. It's like a secret agent mission, but with more saliva." Chapter 5. The Gay Best Friend Deception. A few days later, a new player entered the stage. Julian, an old college friend of Amara's, was in town. Julian was charming, stylish, and, according to Amara's long-standing story to Malik, "Malik, honey, Julian is coming over for dinner," Amara announced that evening. "He's my gay husband. You don't mind, right? As long as he doesn't try to critique my curtains again," Malik muttered. In reality, Julian was as straight as an arrow and had been pining for Amara since freshman year. Amara had told Malik he was gay years ago to avoid any jealousy, and the lie had snowballed into a decade-long performance. When Julian arrived, he played the part with gusto. "Malik, those shoes, they're bold. Very brave of you to wear those in public." "Thanks, Julian," Malik said, narrowing his eyes. Throughout dinner, Julian and Amara reminisced about college, while Malik sat by, feeling like a third wheel in his own home. However, Malik wasn't as oblivious as Amara thought. He had spoken to Sebastian, who also went to the same college. Julian Boland? Sebastian had said earlier that day. The guy who dated 3 cheerleaders at the same time? "Yeah, he's not gay, Malik. He's a legendary player." So, Malik decided to have a little fun. "You know, Julian," Malik said, leaning back and sipping his wine. "I have a friend I'd love to fix you up with. His name is Frank. Big Frank. He's a security guard at the studio. 6'8", 280 pounds of pure man. He's looking for a sensitive soul like you." Julian choked on his risotto. "Oh, wow, Frank. He sounds large. He's a cuddler," Malik added with a wicked grin. "He just got out of prison. Attempted murder of his last lover, but don't let that scare you. He's a romantic at heart. He's actually on his way over." "I told him you were eager to meet him." Amara's eyes went wide. "Malik, you didn't." "I did," Malik said. "Every girl needs a Nick, Julian, in her life. And every Julian needs a big Frank." Julian stood up, sweating. "You know what? I just remembered I have a thing, a very important gay thing." I have to go. Stay for the cuddling, Julian. Malik called out, as Julian practically ran out the door. Amara turned to Malik, her face red. You knew. Of course I knew, Malik said, laughing. Because you're jealous, she cried. If I told you I had a straight male friend who looked like a movie star, you'd have spent the last decade Gary Velveting me into a coma. Maybe, Malik admitted. But I'd rather you tell me the truth than have to hire a fake hitman named Big Frank to scare your friends away. Chapter 6. The Proposal and the Period. While Amara and Malik were dealing with their own web of lies, Sebastian and Sasha were hitting a wall. Sebastian, pressured by the general chaos of the group, decided it was time to propose. He bought a ring of rock so large it had its own gravitational pull. He took Sasha to a romantic dinner, but the evening took a turn for the surreal. Sasha, Sebastian began, dropping to one knee. We've been through a lot. The breakups, the makeups, the studio redesigns. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Sasha stared at the ring. Then she looked at Sebastian. Then she burst into tears. Oh no, Sebastian said. Is that a no tear or a yes tear? It's an I don't know tear. Sasha wailed. Sebastian, I love you, but I love my freedom more. I don't want to be a wife. Wives have to cook. Wives have to listen to Gary Velvet. Wives have to deal with Samantha Thorns. You don't have to do any of that, Sebastian argued. We're already living together. What changes? Everything changes, she shouted. It's the principle. And also, what's the date? Sebastian blinked. The date? It's the 14th. Why, the 14th? Sasha's eyes narrowed. You're doing this now? You're proposing to me when you know I'm at my most vulnerable? Vulnerable? What are you talking about? It's that time of the month, Sebastian. You're trying to trap me with jewelry because you know my hormones are currently staging a coup against my brain. Sebastian sighed. A fatal mistake. The restaurant went dead silent. 2 tables away, a woman whispered to her husband, He's dead. Someone call an ambulance. Sasha stood up, her face a mask of calm, cold fury. Sensitive? I just meant, you're definitely not ready to get married, Sasha said, picking up her purse. Man law number 1. Sebastian, never ever mention the alert. You just nod, you agree, and you wait for the storm to pass. You just failed the audition. She walked out, leaving Sebastian with a $50,000 ring and a very expensive bill for a dinner no one ate. Chapter 7. Mama G's Secret. Back at the Sterling house, the tension had reached a breaking point. The DNA results were sitting in Amara's purse, unopened. Mama G, the family's longtime housekeeper and surrogate grandmother, had been watching the drama with a silent, judging eye. Amara found her in the laundry room, looking unusually tired. Mama G, are you okay? Amara asked, setting aside her own crisis for a moment. I'm fine, child, just old. Like a mule that's been worked too hard, Mama G grumbled. You need to take the day off, Amara said. In fact, take the week. I'll handle the house. You handle the house? Mama G laughed. The last time you cleaned the oven, you nearly called the fire department because you thought the self-clean mode was an explosion in progress. I've grown, Amara insisted. But as Mama G left, Amara noticed something tucked into the cushions of the sofa. Amara's blood ran cold. Leo, she screamed. Leo came running down the stairs. What? Did the Gary Velvet music start again? Do I need to leave? Is this yours? Amara demanded, holding the joint out like a poisonous snake. Leo looked at it, then at his mother. Don't lie to me. I found it right outside your room. It's not mine, Leo insisted. You're going to turn into peaches. Amara wailed, referencing a distant cousin who had lost all his teeth to various substances. I will not have a crackhead for a son. Pati des. Yes, tausora. First it's weed, then it's heroin, then you're scratching yourself on a street corner with no teeth. Mom, you're flying off the handle again, Leo said calmly. Wait for the facts. Malik walked in, seeing the chaos. What's going on? Our son is a drug kingpin. Amara shouted. Mama G walked back into the room, looking sheepish. She took the joint from Amara's hand. Mama G? Malik asked, his jaw dropping. Is that yours? It's medicinal, Mama G said, her voice dropping its usual gruffness. I didn't want to tell yo. I've been going through some treatments. A little bit of the C word, cancer. The doctors caught it early, but the chemo, it makes me feel like I've been kicked by a mule. The marijuana calms my stomach. The room went silent. The drug kingpin accusations evaporated, replaced by a heavy, somber realization. Amara burst into tears, throwing her arms around Mama G. Why didn't you tell us? We're family. We would have taken care of you. Because I didn't want to fuss, Mama G said, patting Amara's back. I'm not dead yet. And I'm certainly not going to be called Peaches. Leo looked at his parents. So, am I still grounded for being a drug lord? Malik hugged his son. No, Leo. You're good. I'm sorry we didn't trust you. Chapter 8. The Truth and the Tacos. That night, Malik and Amara sat on their balcony, looking out over the Atlanta skyline. The DNA test results sat on the table between them. I have something to tell you, Amara said, her voice barely a whisper. I know, Malik said. About Terence. Amara froze. How do you know? Because I saw the way you looked at him, and I saw the way he looked at you. And then I saw Sasha stealing his straw. You guys aren't exactly subtle. Amara looked down at her hands. I was so scared, Malik. I thought I'd lost the one thing I was sure of. Malik picked up the envelope and, without opening it, tore it into tiny pieces. What are you doing? She gasped. It doesn't matter, Amara, Malik said firmly. Leo is my son. I've changed his diapers. I've taught him to throw a football. I've dealt with his teenage sass. Biology doesn't make a father. Love does. And I love that kid more than I love my own show. Amara felt a weight lift off her chest that had been there for 14 years. I love you, Malik Sterling. Even if you do play too much Gary Velvet. Speaking of which, Malik said, a mischievous glint in his eye. The walls are still thin. Leo is at Mama G's for the night, and I happen to have a best of soul playlist ready to go. Amara laughed, pulling him close. Just this once, Malik. But if you start singing I love you, baby, in that deep voice, I'm calling Big Frank. In the distance, the sounds of the city hummed a chaotic, beautiful rhythm. In the world of the Sterlings, things were never simple, never quiet, and rarely logical. But as they headed inside, leaving the remnants of the DNA test to blow away in the breeze, one thing was clear. As long as they had each other, the thin walls would always have something worth listening to. The end. The Chaos of Pennington Ridge. A novel of love, lies, and laughter. Prologue. The acoustics of matrimony. In the upscale enclave of Pennington Ridge, the mansions were built with the finest marble and the most expensive hardwood. But as 15-year-old Miles Jr., known to the world as MJ, had discovered, they were not built with soundproof drywall. MJ sat at the breakfast nook, methodically moving a soggy flake of cereal from one side of his bowl to the other. His ears were perked like a radar dish. Upstairs, the faint, velvety vibrations of a Barry White-esque baritone were thrumming through the floorboards. See, I didn't want to hear it, but I kinda wanted to hear it. Jay whispered to himself, his voice a mixture of teenage trauma and morbid curiosity. His father, Malik Reed, the city's premier sports anchor, and a man whose voice could melt butter at 50 paces, was apparently having a good morning. Or a very good night. Who is Barry White? Jay asked, looking up as his father finally descended the stairs. Malik looked suspiciously refreshed for a man who had supposedly been arguing with his wife for 48 hours straight. Old dude with the deep voice. I love you, baby. Jay winced. You're gonna need to get another kid if you keep trying to talk that low, Dad. You're gonna bust a spleen. Finish your breakfast, boy, Malik laughed, though the laughter didn't quite reach his eyes when he glanced toward the stairs. Is your mother coming down? She's sleeping in, MJ said, making air quotes. which, in this house, usually means she's either exhausted from a truce or plotting your assassination. Based on the walls being thin, I'm betting on the truce. Malik sighed, grabbing a cup of coffee. Jay, those walls aren't that thin. Dad, when the Teddy Pendergrass starts playing, I know exactly what's happening. Then you come down giggling like a schoolgirl, and Mom comes down behind you, looking like she just won the lottery. The bus is here, I'm out. As MJ bolted for the door, Malik stood in the quiet kitchen, bracing himself. The truce was fragile. In the world of Malik and Arya Reed, trust was a luxury item, much like the Porsche Arya had incinerated the week before. Chapter 1. The Ash and the Olive Branch. Arya Reed did not enter a room. She made an appearance. She descended the stairs in a silk robe that cost more than a mid-sized sedan, her hair perfectly coiffed despite the supposed late sleep. "Good morning, Malik," she said, her voice dripping with a dangerous sweetness. "Good morning, babe," Malik replied cautiously. "I've been thinking all night." Arya leaned against the counter. "That explains the smoke I smelled coming from your ears." "Babe, I've decided to trust you," Arya said suddenly. Her tone shifted from icy to earnest. "I believe you didn't sleep with that woman. I'm letting it go." Malik's heart skipped a beat. For 3 weeks, he had been living in a courtroom of one. Selina Vance, a woman he had never met, had claimed to have his child, leading Arya to engage in a scorched earth policy that involved a gallon of gasoline and Malik's favorite Italian leather shoes. "Are you serious?" Malik asked, stepping closer. "Do you know how long I've been waiting to hear that?" "Thank you, Arya. If I didn't have to go to the studio, I'd take you back upstairs and soundproof that room ourselves." "Don't get cocky," Arya warned, though she leaned into his kiss. "I trust you, but as the saying goes, trust but verify." What Malik didn't know was that Arya had already hired a private investigator and had Selina Vance's address tucked into her designer handbag. She wasn't just letting it go. She was going to the source. Chapter 2. The Ghost of College Past. At Arya's elite salon, the atmosphere was a mix of hairspray, lavender oil, and high-octane gossip. Arya's best friends, Jade and Layla, were already deep into the day's drama. "I'm telling you, it's too quick," Jade said, snapping a gum bubble. Jade was a woman of substantial curves and even more substantial opinions. Arya doesn't just forgive. She's like a Sicilian godmother. She's either got a priest or a hitman on speed dial. Layla, the more sophisticated of the group, sighed. "Maybe she's just tired of fighting, Jade. Marcus is a good man." Despite the drama, the bell chimed, and a tall, muscular man with a tool belt entered. This was Tyrone, the contractor hired for the salon's expansion. He had the kind of smile that made women forget their own names. Arya walked out of the back office and froze. "Arya, this is Tyrone," Layla introduced. "He's the best in the city." Tyrone grinned, his eyes lingering on Arya. "Actually, we've met 14 years ago. One night stand, college, wild night, right, Arya?" The salon went dead silent. The sound of a blow-dryer in the corner seemed to scream. "I have no idea who this man is," Arya said, her voice a flat, terrifying monotone. "Oh, come on, Daddy." Tyrone laughed, completely missing the danger, high-voltage sign on Arya's face. "I'd never forget you. You were a firecracker." Jade leaned over to Layla. "Oh, she remembers. Look at her eye twitching. That's the, I'm going to bury you in the foundation twitch." "Keep it professional, Tyrone," Arya hissed. "Do the job. Don't talk. If I hear one more word about college, you'll be the first contractor to be incorporated into a load-bearing wall." Chapter 3. The Confrontation. While the contractor drama simmered at the salon, Malik was at the sports studio, trying to survive his business partners. Reginald, his co-anchor, was currently dating Malik's ex-girlfriend, Cassandra, a woman who defined the term high maintenance. "She's here again, Malik," Reginald whispered, nodding toward the green room where Cassandra was currently ordering the interns to fetch her a specific brand of Icelandic water. "She's your problem now, Reg," Malik said, rubbing his temples. "I've got my own issues. Arya says she trusts me, but I feel like I'm being watched by a hawk. A production assistant ran up, breathless. Malik, this letter just got dropped off for you. It's from a Selena Vance. Malik's hands shook as he opened the envelope. Dear Malik, I am so sorry for the trouble. Your wife came to my house this morning. She's intense. I told her the truth. I don't have a kid. We never met. I was put up to this by an old friend of yours who wanted to break you two up. Please tell your wife to stop parked outside my house. Malik felt a wave of relief, followed immediately by a wave of fury. Arya had lied. She hadn't trusted him. She had gone to Selena's house while claiming she believed him. Todd, Malik called out to his assistant. Cancel my 4 p.m. I have a verification of my own to handle. Chapter 4. The Paternity Panic. Back at the salon, the tension had shifted from romance to genetics. Jade had been watching Tyrone work, and then looking at MJ, who had stopped by after school. Arya, Jade, whispered in the back room. I'm looking at Tyrone. Then I'm looking at MJ. Then I'm looking at Tyrone again. Don't you dare, Jade, Arya warned. They have the same chin, Arya. And MJ has that same weird circulation thing in his left leg that Tyrone was complaining about earlier. And they both had whooping cough as kids. Arya felt the world tilt. It was one night, Jade. Malik is the father. He has to be. Are you sure? Because you were wild back then. Freaky Deaky was your middle name. I am going to kill you, Arya said, but the seed of doubt had been planted. Jade reached into her purse and pulled out a plastic baggie filled with long cotton swabs. My cousin works for a DNA lab. She can rush it. You just need a cheek swab from Tyrone and one from MJ. Or Malik. Just to be sure. You carry DNA swabs in your purse? Arya asked, horrified. In this neighborhood, you carry swabs like people carry chapstick. Knowledge is power, honey. The mission was set. Arya had to get a DNA sample from a contractor she was pretending not to know. All while keeping her husband from finding out she'd been moonlighting as a private eye. Chapter 5. The Peaches Protocol. Life at the Reed household was further complicated by Mama Bea, the sharp-tongued housekeeper who was effectively the matriarch of the family. M.J. had found a hand-rolled cigarette, a joint in the hallway. Being a teenager of questionable judgment, he had hidden it, only for Arya to find it while doing a sweep for evidence of Malik's infidelity. Malik, our son is a crackhead, Arya screamed the moment Malik walked through the door. It's weed, Arya. Calm down, Malik said, though he looked worried. It's a gateway drug. Next thing you know, he'll be living on the street with no teeth, scratching himself and calling himself Peaches. Like my Uncle Harold. I won't have a son named Peaches. They called an immediate intervention. M.J. was summoned to the living room where Arya had laid out several library books titled, Is Your Child a Junkie? And Crack in the Foundation. Son, Malik said, we found this. Tell us the truth. M.J. looked at the joint, then at his parents. That's not mine. I found it. It belongs to Mama Bea, Arya gasped. Don't you lie on that saint of a woman. She goes to church 3 times a week. I'm telling you, it's hers. Mama Bea walked in, looking tired. The room went silent. Mama Bea? Arya whispered. You're a turkey? I'm taking chemotherapy, you fools, Mama Bea said, her voice cracking slightly. I have a little cancer. The doctor prescribed it for the nausea. I didn't want to tell you, because I didn't want a fuss. The comedy died in an instant, replaced by a raw, human moment. I'm fine, Mama Bea insisted, patting Arya's head. The doctor says 3 more treatments and I'll be clear. But if you call me Peaches, Arya, I will quit this job and burn your other car. Chapter 6. The Dinner from Hell. To cheer everyone up, Arya decided to host a dinner party. The goal, fix Jade up with a real man, so she'd stop obsessing over everyone else's business. The guests included Officer Bill, a policeman who looked like he could bench press a horse, Coach Scotty, a high school football coach with a whistle around his neck and a very judgmental attitude toward carbohydrates. Reginald and Cassandra, who had invited themselves because Cassandra needed to see the new drapes. Jade arrived, wearing a dress that was essentially a loud cry for help. The dinner was a catastrophe from the first course. Officer Bill and Coach Scotty spent the entire time talking about their gym routines, completely ignoring Jade. "So, Jade, do you work out?" Coach Scotty asked, eyeing her mac and cheese. "I work out my mouth," Jade snapped. "And right now, it wants to tell you that your whistle is dipping into the gravy." In the kitchen, Cassandra was whispering to Arya. "You know, Arya, I saw Tyrone outside. He's quite the specimen. Much better than Malik. Are you sure you didn't miss out?" Arya gripped a carving knife. "Cassandra, if you don't leave my kitchen, you're going to find out how many specimens I can fit into a trash compactor." The night ended when MJ accidentally let slip that he'd seen a man who looked just like a buff version of himself working on the salon. Malik's ears perked up. The DNA secret was leaking. Chapter 7. The Proposal and the Period. The final act of the Pennington Ridge saga took place on a rainy Tuesday. Reginald and Cassandra had impulsively eloped at a courthouse, a move that sent shockwaves through the friend group. Reginald looked like a man who had just realized he'd signed a contract with the devil, while Cassandra was already planning a second $200,000 vow renewal involving 5,000 doves. Meanwhile, Julian, another business partner, was trying to figure out his relationship with Layla. "I'm just tired, Julian," Layla said as they sat in the Reeds' living room. "I don't know if I want to be married. I like my freedom. I like not having to explain why I bought a fourth pair of gold heels." Julian, desperate to keep her, decided to propose right then and there. He dropped to one knee. "Layla, I can't live without you. Marry me." Layla stared at him. "Julian, is this because you're bored?" "No, I love you, but we already live together. We have the life. Why do we need the paper?" Malik, watching from the bar, tried to help. "Julian, maybe now isn't the time. Layla seems sensitive today." "Sensitive?" Julian asked. He looked at his watch. "Oh, is it that time of the month? That explains it. You're just a little hormonal, babe." The silence that followed was so heavy, it felt like it had its own gravity. Layla stood up slowly. "Did you just mention my cycle as a reason for my personal autonomy?" "Man, law number one, Julian," Malik whispered, backing away. "Never mention the calendar." "I am not marrying you," Layla said, her voice a calm, terrifying silk. "I am not marrying anyone. I am going to buy a cat. A very mean cat. And I'm going to name it Julian." Epilogue. The new normal. As the sun set over Pennington Ridge, Malik and Arya sat on their back deck. The salon expansion was finished. Tyrone had been paid and sent on his way after the DNA test proved MJ was 100% Malik's, much to Arya's relief and Jade's disappointment. "So," Malik said, sipping a glass of wine, "we survived another week." "We did," Arya said, leaning her head on his shoulder. "But I'm still not happy about that letter from Selina." "I know, babe. But hey, at least I didn't burn your shoes." "Give it time, Malik. The night is young." Downstairs, the faint sound of Marvin Gaye began to play. MJ, in his room, sighed and put on his noise-canceling headphones. "Here we go again," he muttered. "Someone call Larry White. Penthouse Problems. The Chronicles of the Vane Family." Chapter 1. The Jerry Velvet Incident. The walls of the Vane penthouse were made of reinforced glass and sound-dampened steel. Or at least, that's what the brochure had promised. But to 15-year-old Leo Vanet, they might as well have been made of damp tissue paper. Leo sat at the breakfast island, methodically drowning his cereal in almond milk, while a rhythmic thump-thump-thump echoed from the master suite upstairs. He sighed, a sound of weary resignation. He didn't want to hear it, but his ears, unfortunately, worked at peak efficiency. "You shouldn't have been listening, son," a voice rumbled from the hallway. Leo looked up as his father, Julian Vance, the city's premier sports anchor, and a man whose suit cost more than Leo's future college tuition, strolled into the kitchen. Julian was beaming, his teeth a blinding white, looking like a man who had just won the lottery. I was trying not to, Dad, Leo deadpanned. But I knew. The second the music started, you'd come down here singing Jerry Velvet songs. Julian chuckled, a deep, resonant sound. Who's Jerry Velvet? You know, Leo said, imitating a bass-heavy, seductive growl. Old dude, with a voice that sounds like a tectonic plate shifting. I love you, baby. I love you, sugar. That guy, that's Barry White, you uncultured cub. Julian corrected, though the grin didn't leave his face. And for your information, that's the sound of a happy household. It's the sound of me needing therapy, Leo muttered. The happy atmosphere was, however, a fragile illusion. Julian's wife, Beatrix, was not far behind. Beatrix Vance did not walk into rooms. She detonated within them. She was the owner of the Gilded Mane, the most elite hair and wellness hub in Neo-Chicago, and her personality was as sharp as her styling shears. When she appeared at the top of the stairs, the smile on Julian's face faltered. She wasn't humming. She wasn't glowing. She was wearing a silk robe that looked like it had been forged in the fires of Mount Doom. How was your night, Mom? Leo asked, testing the waters. Fine, Beatrix snapped. She didn't look at Julian. She looked through him, as if he were a particularly offensive piece of plexiglass. Slept late, Leo noted, glancing at his dad. That's usually a sign that you're, you know, Jerry velveted up. Well, son, Julian said, reaching for a coffee mug. Let's just say the Jerry Velvet concert was a solo performance last night. Your mother is currently practicing for a role as a silent monk. Beatrix finally turned her gaze to Julian. I told you, Julian, the walls are thin, and my patience is thinner. You think because we're under the same roof, everything is back to normal? After the Serafina Thorne incident? Julian groaned. Serafina Thorne. A woman he hadn't even met, yet she had become the third person in their marriage. A viral rumor, a mysterious baby, and a Twitter thread had nearly burned Julian's life to the ground. Literally, Beatrix had already torched his vintage Tesla and most of his Italian silk ties in a fit of rage 3 days prior. I told you, Julian shouted. I don't know that woman. I've never seen that baby. I am a victim of a deep-fake social media hit job. And yet, Beatrix whispered, leaning in close, Serafina knows your middle name, and she knows you have a birthmark shaped like the state of Ohio on your left hip. Everybody knows I have that, Julian cried out. I did that charity swimsuit calendar for the Boys and Girls Club. It was for the children, Beatrix. The bus is here, Leo announced, grabbing his backpack. Have fun with the Ohio talk. I'm going to school where the drama is at least slightly more realistic. Chapter 2. The Contractor and the One-Night Stand. Later that morning, at the Gilded Mane, Beatrix was attempting to focus on the expansion of her salon. The dust of construction was everywhere, and her head stylist, Jasmine, a woman who lived for chaos and wore heels that could double as ice picks, was hovering. So, Jasmine said, filing a nail with aggressive energy. Did you kill him yet? Not yet, Beatrix said, reviewing blueprints. I told him I trust him this morning. I lied, obviously. I need him to lower his guard so I can find the truth. Trust but verify. Jasmine nodded. I like it. It's very CIA. Very Cold War. Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of Silas, the head contractor. Silas was a man who looked like he had been sculpted out of mahogany and pure testosterone. He carried a sledgehammer with the casual ease of a man carrying a toothpick. Beatrix froze. Jasmine's eyes widened to the size of dinner plates. Morning, ladies, Silas rumbled. Ready to knock down some walls? Beatrix didn't answer. She turned her back to him immediately, her heart hammering against her ribs. Silas, Jasmine whispered, leaning toward the hunk. I'm Jasmine. I'm the one who needs everything, but especially my roof plugged. Nice to meet you, Silas said, his eyes lingering on the back of Beatrix's head. Look, Beatrix, I know you're the boss here. I'll keep it professional. Even though, you know, 14 years ago was a very long time. Jasmine gasped so loud she nearly choked. 14 years ago? Beatrix! Is this the one? Beatrix! Is this the one? Beatrix! Is this the one? It was college, Beatrix hissed, spinning around. It was one night. I was wild. I was experimenting with bad decisions. One night stand? Silas grinned, leaning against a support beam. I would never forget you, sugar. You were the reason I started lifting weights. I had to keep up. Get to work, Silas, Beatrix shouted, pointing toward the back of the salon. And don't call me sugar. I am a happily married woman, with a son and a husband who has an Ohio-shaped birthmark. As Silas wandered off, whistling, Jasmine grabbed Beatrix's arm. Girl, you had that? And you chose Julian? I mean, Julian is fine, but that man is a load-bearing wall all by himself. Shut up, Jasmine, Beatrix moaned. And don't mention this to Julian. He's already fragile because of Serafina. He's already fragile because of Serafina. He's already fragile because of Serafina. If he finds out I'm hiring a man I once experimented with to remodel my life, he'll have a nervous breakdown. Chapter 3. The Serafina Thorn Revelation. The tension reached a breaking point by mid-afternoon. Beatrix, unable to let the Serafina Thorn rumor go, had done what any rational level-headed woman would do. She had tracked down Serafina's address and driven across the city with a pair of sunglasses and a burner phone. She returned to the salon 2 hours later, looking like she had seen a ghost. Well, Jasmine asked, dropping a hairdryer. Did you snatch her wig? Did you see the baby? Beatrix sat down in a styling chair, her hands trembling. She's not even a person, Jasmine. I mean, she is a person, but she's a professional scammer. She told me the truth because I threatened to call her parole officer. And Julian was telling the truth, Beatrix whispered. She's never met him. She was paid by one of Julian's rivals at the news station to ruin his reputation. There is no baby. There was no affair. Jasmine paused. Oh, honey, you burned his Tesla. I know. And you melted his gold watches. I know. And you told the neighbors he was a closeted fan of Nickelback. I know. Beatrix put her head in her hands. I'm in deep, Jasmine. I've been so mean to that man. He's been sleeping on the sofa for a week, and I've been making him eat kale smoothies for dinner as punishment. You have to tell him, Jasmine said. I can't just tell him, Beatrix cried. If I tell him I was wrong, he'll have the upper hand. He'll never let me live it down. I'll be the one apologizing for the next decade. I have to find a way to make him think it was his fault for being too suspicious. Chapter 4. Julian's Revenge. Julian Vance was not as oblivious as he looked. He had received a letter that morning, an apology from Serafina Thorn herself. He knew he was innocent. He also knew that Beatrix had visited Serafina. He sat in the penthouse living room, nursing a glass of sparkling water, waiting for his wife to come home. He had a plan. A glorious, petty, Jerry Velvet-level plan. When Beatrix walked in, she was unusually sweet. That's nice, Beatrix, Julian said, his voice cold. But we need to talk. About what, sweetie? She asked, her voice an octave higher than usual. I lied to you, Julian said, looking down at the floor. I couldn't hold it in anymore. The guilt is eating me alive. Beatrix froze. Lied about... What? Serafina, Julian whispered. I did sleep with her, and that's my baby. The DNA test came back today. I'm a father again, Beatrix. We need to figure out how to incorporate little Julian Jr. into our lives. Beatrix's face went through several stages of transformation. Shock, disbelief, and then a primal, terrifying rage. She didn't scream. She didn't cry. She simply picked up a heavy crystal vase and prepared to launch it at Julian's head. You admit it, she shrieked. After I just came from her house, and she told me she was a scammer? You're admitting to a crime you didn't even commit just to screw with me? I dabblicator. I dablicata, I dablicata, I dablicata, I dablicata, I dablicata.